Chuck was one of the people who helped build what the Don't Unfriend Me show has become, alongside so many others in this incredible community. His generosity, encouragement, and belief in our mission helped turn an idea into something much bigger. While Chuck may no longer be with us, his impact remains. Every broadcast from this studio stands as a reminder of a man who gave selflessly and made a difference. His legacy will live on through the show and through the countless lives he touched. God bless and keep him. Until Valhalla, my friend. Bigger, better, faster, more. It all started with just a vote, a single choice in a sea of millions. And suddenly, people we loved vanished. Godparents to our children, lifelong friends, all gone with just a click, with a comment, with silence. That's when the seed was planted. Don't Unfriend Me wasn't just a name, it was a plea, a line in the sand, a refusal to let politics tear apart what humanity once held so sacred. We didn't set out to build a movement. We set out to tell the truth, even when it hurt. Long hours, lost sleep, more setbacks than anyone will ever see. There were days it felt like we were shouting into the void, but we kept showing up. Not for clicks, not for clout, but because this matters. We pushed through the doubt, the algorithm throttling, the shadow bans, the isolation, the nights we sat at the mic with empty inboxes and broken spirits. And still, we stayed. We persevered, because we knew there was something here worth fighting for. For years, thousands of hours, laughter, heartache, raw conversations with real people, and now it all leads to this. One night, one room, one moment. We can agree, we can disagree. You can love me, or you can hate me. Just don't unfriend me. It all starts right now.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's stuff.
Also, along the same lines, right? We've got some great people out there that I just interviewed just yesterday, and there's a really dumb show out there. I mean, it's really dumb. No, really. The Don't Unfriend Me podcast is growing in popularity, and I caught up with the show's host, Matthew and Olivia Spear. Let's check it out.
Got a brand new eye.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, we were running just a tad behind. It's the red button, right? I always forget to push the red button.
It should automatically do it.
It didn't do that thing, yeah.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Hold on.
Headphone cords.
I need help.
Is your eyes okay?
Are your eyes okay?
Well, the contacts.
Not
is
proper English. Is your eyes okayed? Is your eyes okayed? How do I put these in again? Liv.
Yes.
Here, fix that. I can't see. It's not our fault we're late. We couldn't get the damn show booked again, so bear with us, folks. I can't see shit, Liv. My contacts are screwed. I need to rip these and get new pairs.
Yeah.
Liv, these aren't right. Liv, these are wrong. What did you do?
I don't know.
Find my drops down, please. My eyes are like completely. I can't see shit. They're not here, honey. They're gonna be out there, baby.
Okay.
They're in a blue bottle. Thank you.
Yes.
But we can't do anything until I can get my eyes on. Thanks. Sorry, folks. Screwing up. Don't have any time tonight because we're behind. We tried to be on time. We were on time, but my contacts are not cooperating. Feels like I've got sand in the eye. You know what I mean? And I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I think I got 3 hours sleep because I started really hitting the workout again for the last week. And it's been really, really good, but too much energy at night, you know? But I've lost like 8 pounds in what? How many days? 4?
Yeah.
8 pounds in 4 days. And that's just, I can drop 20 pounds in 30 days if I want to. And I really did. So.
Oh, it's Monday. It's Monday.
Oh, I don't even care. I'm just like, let's just go get a tan and let's call out for some barbecue. And I think that worked. Can I have some Kleenex sweets? Thank you, baby.
Well,
all right. Are we ready to go?
I think so.
Fuck it. Just do it live, Tommy says. That a boy.
Oh, and I can't get my headphones in correctly.
Okay, I think I got it. How's the time to make funny faces at Matt? Here's your chance. Well, now's the time. Completely. All right. I think we're good now.
Oh,
see, this is what's great about this show is it's totally like it's at least genuine and real. And you got all these other shows that are just like
fake.
Yeah.
Like Candace.
I think I've got my contacts in wrong.
The blue side is the right, the white side's the left.
Like, thanks, Liv. That's really, really ingenious. Wow. If only I would have known that for the last year.
You're welcome.
That's not it. The problem is, it feels like one of my contacts is screwy. Doesn't matter. We'll get it going. Deb Paris, celebrating my official retirement today, starting at noon. Congratulations.
Yay, congrats.
That's freaking awesome.
Carrie says she got a lot of compliments on her 250 shirt.
Everyone keeps saying that. Everyone keeps saying how good they are.
My mom ordered my sister, her fiance, and their 2 girls.
Oh, nice.
All of them shirts, and they had barbecue at the house. And I guess my mom said so many people asked about them, and she actually showed people how to get onto the show.
Yeah, like right there.
And follow. Yep.
Look
That's
at that.
them. That's my sister.
Yeah, sister
Leah,
and husband and 2 kids.
And Dwayne and Evie's on the right.
I don't know
and
who those
Amelia
kids
is
are.
on the left.
No idea who they are. I've never met them. Never been introduced. Nothing. They don't even
You've
call me
been
alphabet.
Amelia
No, I
or
haven't.
Evie.
Nope, haven't met any of them. I have no idea who they are. No idea. I was told that I have nieces and nephews. I've never met any of them. I don't know. I've never been included in this family. It's okay. I'm just like the guy that people tolerate. It's fine. It's not personal or anything. I don't care. Thanks a lot, Leah.
The last time we saw Evie together, she was like 19 months old. They came out to
so
Texas.
Bakersfield when I was high on drugs? Yeah, I don't remember any of
Texas.
that. I don't remember any of that either. Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, Leah and Evie came to Texas.
Oh, I do remember Texas because I was sober then. But I wasn't sober in Bakersfield. I don't remember anything from Bakersfield was a blur. I remember my uncle. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, she came out. Her and Evie flew out when she was about 19 months old.
Nice.
So, and that's the last time I've seen him.
Got it.
So I've never met Amelia either.
Folks, if you feel lost, just stick around. Listen, you'll learn everything. It just takes time. And like after a while, you're like, oh, how is Evie and Leah? Like everybody knows because we just talk about family. I have a disturbing picture to share, and I was a little concerned about sharing this. But this made its way to my house today. And first of all, it's a gorgeous hat. We really like it. Look at that hat. It's fantastic. Great shot of Matt there. Look at that. Look at
Mr. Sauce.
You can really see Matty just blooms. Look at that eyebrow. Because that's really all we're going to show here. I mean, good beard. Solid beard. No way. Did you have a nose ring at one point there, Matty? I think I see a nose ring. Maybe no. Maybe just an emphatic fold of that.
Don't judge.
Nice. Looking good, dude. No, you look good. You got a good beard. You got some shoulder depth there. You got some work going on. Dude, you got the dad bod. It looks good. I'd do you. Especially with that hat on. You have to leave the hat on, though. You can't take it off. Got to leave the hat on. Don't judge. It's going up on the site, dude. It's going to be there forever. I'm going to alter it, of course, and do a few things to it. And I'm going to put on some nipple rings and get you a LGBTQ flag over your left breast. And then I'm going to post it. But, yeah. Sauce is looking good. So we got a busy show tonight. We got a lot to do, and we're not going to skimp. We know it's Monday. We're sorry for the delay. I really apologize. We don't like being late, but occasionally it does happen, especially with Facebook being kind of a twatus waffleist. But we've got a drawing to do, don't we? Mm-hmm. So do we want to do the drawing in a second? Let everyone have a chance to come on, and then we can do the wildfires. Yeah. So not a wildfire. So this is an interesting thing. Bear with me. I didn't have a ton of time to prepare for this, but there was a fire that was happening in West Virginia, and I think it was Parkersburg. And this fire was the one that preceded it happened as well. And it was another warehouse in 2017, and it burned for 9 days. It smoked for weeks. And there was no regulations were put into place. No one was really held accountable. Same kind of dangerous materials are in this warehouse. And the mayor, who's still in office, just literally had ran it back, and the exact same thing happened. And the people are a little nervous. This isn't really over national news. This is definitely happening in local news, and we've got some video clips for it, but this is a massive, look at the size of this thing.
What's on fire?
It's a warehouse, and it looks like a food processing, or it's called the People's Cartage Incorporated Warehouse in Parkersburg. So look up the People's Cartage, and I'm pretty sure that would be food distribution and mean that it's cartage. But it's pretty, I feel like I'm in a Windows commercial with this music. I'm going to play that again.
Cartage?
Yeah, Cartage in West Virginia.
West Virginia.
People's Cartage released a statement, going to a website. Parkersburg, milling, dry bulk packaging, resins, powders, on-site fleet of dry bulk dry van equipment. Okay, so all of the things that we said, polymers, milling, blending equipment, things like that. So I feel like I'm installing Microsoft Windows, right?
It does, yeah. It's got that hold music.
It's like 91%, 92%. So we got a call, an email from one of our viewers that said, hey, will you cover this and talk about it? And we most certainly will.
I want to go back to that massive warehouse fire in Parkersburg. 13 News reporter Savannah Young is live.
Here's the video. Let's go ahead and bring that to the front and watch this, and then I'll give you the infographic that I created for this too. Here it is.
Go back to that massive warehouse fire in Parkersburg. 13 News reporter Savannah Young is live there. Savannah, is the fire still burning there?
Yeah, Lane, this morning I can tell
No.
you I did see flames when I was
not
driving
sure.
up to the scene. But as of right now, all I see is smoke absolutely billowing to my
And I got to get back to class because
she looks like she's 13.
Because I'm on a potty break from my teacher, and she'll miss me if I'm gone. So I've only got a few more minutes.
left out of the People's Cartage Inc. building. The governor has also declared a state of emergency. His office says the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection has deployed personnel to the scene, and they are continuing to conduct air quality monitoring around the incident using portable monitors and have not detected any air quality readings requiring additional
Yeah, there's no air impurity. What are you talking about? That's some clean smoke, man. Look at it. Look how
totally.
dark. It's dark and it's thick and it's fine. Just keep breathing in the materials. We've run a test, and all the tests say we're 5 by 5. In fact, we should have this thing cleared up in no time. Right. I don't really care what
A mostly fireless fire.
Right. It's a mostly peaceful fire. It's a fireless fire. It's a BLM fire.
Actions. The state has also requested assistance from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, which has deployed
Why? There's nothing wrong with the air. Why do you need the EPA? Should be just fine. It's dandy. Looks great. Looks good. If you close your eyes, you can't even notice it. It's good.
additional air monitoring equipment.
That's a big word for a kindergartner. Try it again, sweetie. It's monitoring. It's really hard. Kind of like hall monitor, but put an ing at the end of it to give it some action.
The CEO of People's Cartage Inc. released a statement saying, most importantly,
Carrie says, what causes such black smoke besides tires? It's a great question. First of all, a low heat fire. So high fuel, low heat, predominantly rubber, petrochemical, vinyl. It could be tar on a roof. It can be the inner sealant. It can be paint. Essentially, oil-based product is what creates that. That's where you get that dark smoke. Now, if it's super, super hot, completely a different situation. This is it's still a hot. Now, when I say hot, if you step, you're going to die. But what I'm talking about is white smoke versus black smoke. Super dark smoke, no matter what you're burning, it means a low yield, low heat fire. If it's a chemical burn or oil-based burn, you're going to get this dark, acrid smoke, really, no matter how hot it gets. But what you would see is that if it does get super, super, super hot in that black smoke, it will turn into a reddish orange color, and those flames will ultimately be reaching into the smoke and will change the color and the tonality. You can see that there is some white smoke and gray smoke around the tips. That's because it's cooling when it gets to the outer air. And also there could be some secondary burning things that are not petroleum-based, not oil-based. Say, Matt, how do you know this? You sleep at a Holiday Inn? No, I had a father who was a fire captain in fire science, and he taught me this shit ad nauseum. So got a caller. I think I know who it is. Hi, caller. What do you want to talk about? Let me guess. West Virginia?
Hello.
Hello.
Matt, this is Joseph.
Joseph, what's up, dude? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about, you being in the Navy and Navy intelligence. I got a girlfriend. Her son is going through the process, and he has a final interview with, a background in intelligence. I was just wondering if you had any tips or any insight in how that works.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't talk about it.
No, it's fine. So when you say interview, like that can mean a lot of things. Is he going with another third letter agency? Is he at MEPS? Is he in his first year? I mean, what's the stage?
Okay, he's 17. He's going into senior year.
Okay,
but this is final stages.
Okay,
getting,
yeah.
He went through MEPS. He went through physical. He went through psychologist.
Yep.
So forth. So he's in the final stages.
Yep. Okay. So where he's at right now is his prelim SSBI. So he's going to get a package, and that package is going to be his SSBI, which stands for Single Scope Background Investigation. That thing is literally 700 pages long. He should try to fill it out as much as he can now.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't, when he gets to boot camp, they're going to pull him out of boot camp and they're going to sit him in a room for 27 hours straight and literally just ask him. And he's going to get on the phone with the background guy, calling every bank or every school and trying to, and basically saying, I'm here with Matt Spear. He gives me permission to do this. And then I say, yes. And then he takes the phone back and it's the worst experience in the world. So if he gets all that information now, that would be a good idea. The second thing he should do is he should take the contract and you should send it to me. Find the delayed entry program at MEPS, what contract he signed, and let me see it. That's number two. Because
how far do they dig deep? You know,
well, I'll tell you.
Interviews.
Sure, I'll tell you. They talked to Kelly Brumby, who was in second grade class with me. When I wrote down that I stole an eraser from the library in elementary school that I put on a job application at SofaMart when I was 17, and they spoke with her.
Oh my God, they go that deep,
bro! It was like coal miner's daughter in my ass.
Holy crap!
They don't leave anything. They knew when I smoked weed for the first time at 13 years old at a Def Leppard concert. They understood which jobs I worked at under the table. They spoke to people who I didn't even remember. But first of all, this interview process is about $1.75 million in an SSBI. The single scope background investigation. Now, if you get a TSSCI, you're talking a $2.5 to $3 million investigation for an intel specialist. They flew to like 30 different states. It's a massive investigation, bro. It's like unfreaking believable how much shit they had. And then I had to take a lie detector because some things came up and people were saying some things that were not accurate. So I had to go and sit with a CID case officer and strap me up at a Navy Exchange hotel and full breather and do a lie detector test. And he asked me 127 questions over 7 hours.
I didn't. Well, I understand you have top secret clearance, so.
Well, it's higher than that. So I had SCI. I was compartmentalized, so I was keyword. So not only top secret, but well above. I had a higher security clearance than the admiral of my ship.
Man,
and so does Leroy. So does Leroy.
The lowest level of security.
Yeah. So here's the deal. You need to get me his. I need to see his contract for what he got from the Navy, and if he did not get a $50,000+ signing bonus and $50,000 for his GI Bill, you need to come talk to me. I need to see his billet. I need to make sure he got his MOS that he asked for, that there's no contingencies. And then I also need to talk to him, and I need to find out if he lied. If there's any lying whatsoever, like if he smoked weed, they're going to know. They will find out. You're like, no, they won't. That's bullshit. Anyone who tells you that has no fucking idea what they're talking about. People talk, and they have everybody. They have your uncle, they have your grandparents, they have your teachers, they have your friends, they have your high school football coach. They will talk to everybody. They'll talk to every job. They will have every job application you've ever filled out, whether you got the job or not.
Yeah, I think you know what? They found out I fished without a license at 18 and I just cast
They find everything.
They
find out everything.
Everything.
They find it all out, dude.
You're right.
So he needs to be very transparent. And his recruiter probably told him to lie about something. They told me to lie about smoking weed, and it came back to bite me in the ass. But it only was, it's like a 30-day investigation, and they had to do a background. And then I had to get letters of recommendation, which I had 2 senators give me recommendation. Bill McCartney from the Colorado Buffaloes gave me a recommendation. The current adjunct general of the Air Force Academy, my father, my uncle, my brother, just everybody in our life. Craig T. Nelson from Call to Glory, because I used to caddy at the Ojai Valley and Country Club. So Craig T. Nelson wrote me a letter of recommendation, and this all went to Defense DNI and CID. And they cleared me. I was already at my ship. I was already in Yokosuka. and I was already shipped out. I got done with recruiting, and then I was there. But the point is that you want to be as honest, especially with intel. If you come clean, you're going to get a waiver for it. If you don't come clean, it can really throw your security clearance, and then you'll be swabbing decks.
I think he's been honest, as far as I heard from my girlfriend, that he's come clean on everything, certain things or whatever.
Let me see the contract, Joseph. Let me see the contract, because I will make sure I get him everything he wants. And if you really want, where's he at? What state?
Minnesota.
I'll fly up there. Like, if that's fine, I'll go up there and I'll go talk to his recruiter, because you got to have a veteran see it, because we know how recruiters, because they're going to screw him over some way. Somehow they're going to screw him over.
When I enlisted in the Air Force, he screwed me over, promised me this, that. I'm going to be an officer. I had a 4-year degree in environmental studies biology.
Yeah, that's old school.
He said, you know what? That's the best process. And then my TI training instructor, he started laughing at me. He said, "You're the dumbest motherfucker."
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess I am. Said, "You're stuck where you're at."
Yep, and there's nothing they can do. And then the thing is because once you graduate boot camp and you get to your A school, by that time, now it's all about now it's chain of command. So if you call your recruiter and he's a petty officer first class, which mine was, and I'm an ISSN, and like he would allow me to challenge him, but then after a time he's just like, "Seaman, you need to check yourself, and you need to reset your attitude." And I'm like, "Fuck it, it's done now. Now what? What do I do? Write a letter to command, and then I go ahead and get pigeonholed for the rest of my life?" So I was screwed. So what I did is I
was pigeonholed, and they're like, "Well, Manning won't let you leave to a different." I was going to go into bioenvironmental engineering.
Yep.
And then, nope, Manning, you're undermanned in your position. And I tried to get out because I just didn't like my position there.
Yeah.
And I, applied and got full standing at going to University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire, their master's program. They want to let me out. And then they sent me to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, that's always fun.
Taking care of the Somalians, the Cuban refugees.
Did you meet the lizard people?
Yeah. Was Hillary Clinton there in her clone? All right, Joseph, listen, send the stuff to me. I got to go. I got a busy show tonight, buddy. I got a lot to do. But
I know. I appreciate it, Matt.
Yeah, man. Send me that stuff.
I'll send it. Do you want it on Messenger?
Yeah, email, Messenger, call me, whatever.
Matt at thedumbshow.com.
Yeah, he can call me too. So whatever, dude. I'm fully available. I always want to help out the younger generation because I don't want him to get screwed over, buddy. But I got to go. I got a lot to do. I'll see you.
Okay.
All right, Bubba. Bye.
Thanks, Joseph.
Folks, we got a lot of people watching. We're 150 plus in the audience, so let's get some likes going on if we could. Hey, we're all about it. If we can help you with something, we always try to help out as much as we can. So pick up the phone and call. So here is the second video on that fire.
I want to go back to
we saw this
massive warehouse fire in Parkersburg. 13 News reporter Savannah Young is.
Yeah, Savannah's young, really young. Savannah's like 12. But this is the thing is which makes some of this kind of hinky is their local drone operators were told to stop flying. They said there was no airspace. There was no airspace declaration. The airspace was not being used by first responders. So he was well clear of their perimeter, and it honestly violates his First Amendment rights. It kind of does. I'm going to explain that to you. So local authorities have every right to ground any type of air. News choppers, they have full scene coverage, and they not only own the ground, they own underneath the ground too. If there's any subterranean type stuff, piping, whatever, say there's a film crew that goes underneath some irrigation, or they're in a retaining pond or whatever, they control that space under flat level of terra firma, and they also own the skies. So up to 300 feet usually is standard for most officers and most on-scene FEMA and first responders. They own and control that space. So it's not against your First Amendment rights. Those rights are over for the safety of those officers and the safety of any type of emergency crew. They have a right to ground drones. So that's just the way it is. It's going to go burn for days. The caller said she's completely afraid for her community, and I completely get it. I get it. And we'll continue to stay abreast of this, and hopefully she will continue to tell us what's going on too. But it's it's a concern. That's a big fire. It's a big area. And West Virginia is not necessarily known as having the most industrially evolved state and city and systems, especially their water systems, hydraulic systems, and everything else. So it's dangerous. West Virginia is just a forest. I mean, that's really what it is. It's just nothing but trees. And we've driven through it from one end to the other, and we want to go back on vacation there. And it is full of trees. Miss Gustafson, I think it's Valerie, is it not?
Yes,
Hi,
it's Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Good to have you on the phone. So tell us what's going on, right? I mean, you don't mind if I tell everyone that you sent the email, right?
No, I don't mind. I live about 2.5 miles from that fire, and we can smell it from our outside spaces, but thankfully, our home is pretty well sealed window and door wise, and our AC is circulate only and doesn't draw air in from outside.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, inside our house, like, we're safe, but it is, honestly, it's very concerning. Our next door neighbor, he worked in one of the local, I believe it was the DuPont plant, and he's been retired many years, but he has respiratory ailments because of his employment in the plant for all those years. And now some of those same plants are storing things near residential areas and not being properly kept. There was a very similar fire in 2017.
Yeah, I saw that.
I came on the show, like,
okay.
I tuned in kind of late, so
It's
I'm not
okay.
sure what all you covered.
I did tell people 17, but you tell us firsthand, please.
Well, it was in October of 2017, and again, another very large, it was a 600,000 square foot warehouse, and it burned to the ground. Like, they just let it burn, and all of that gets in the air, and we're breathing it, and it's just very concerning. I just don't know how else to express it. The one in 2017 burned for 9 days and then smoldered for weeks. Oh. And this one, hopefully, even though the warehouse is, I understand, is bigger than the other warehouse, hopefully because of what is commonly known to have been stored there, it may not be quite as severe as far as the duration. So we're just,
it's interesting because Valerie, I'm watching this video right now, and so they're using standard water hoses. They're hooked up to the water system at this plant, and they're not using aqueous free-forming foam or any type of chemical. No. So this is straight water. So this is interesting. So it's not a chemical fire. This is a foundation fire, and whatever components were there obviously were petroleum based and got extremely hot extremely fast. But yeah, they're using standard water. I'm looking at these pumps and these engines pumping this here, and I'm looking at the ladders and them hitting this, and it's all water. So it's just an interesting thing that it's not chemically reacted. So when they say that the EPA ran emitters to check the air quality to see if there was any harmful chemicals outside of, the amount of ash and soot and smoke inhalation that's possible, they feel that there is no super high level of danger to the surrounding environment, at least. And based upon the water being used, it's an interesting thing. Do you know if EPA has been out, or FEMA, or any type of hazmat has come out? Have they said that in town, or is it still just?
I have not heard any reports of like a hazmat presence. They say the EPA, the state EPA, has done testing there locally, like on the site. I'm not aware of any like broader area-wide testing that's been done.
Yeah. I think the general consensus that a lot of this is rubber. I don't know what the roofs are made out of, but a lot of it's petroleum-based, the paint, everything else. And this looks like full ignition. So there's something inside, but it looks like there's secondary fires. So there's something inside burning. Now, when we look this up, they seem to be milling and industrial style type products.
There's a plastics plant near. I live. Parkersburg is situated on the intersection of the Ohio River and the Little Kanawha River, which is the one adjacent to that warehouse that you'll see in some of the videos. Especially if you go to Gage Stevens is a local, and he's the one that had the drone out. And in some of those videos, you can literally see that this burning warehouse is sitting on the riverbank of the Little Kanawha. And that empties into the Ohio River just maybe a mile and a half.
I see that south, right?
Downstream. Downstream from where this thing is burning.
Oh, okay.
So that's another concern.
That's
of course,
a big concern.
All the runoff from this water that they're spraying. It's going to get into the rivers, and
the water tables.
The Ohio is a drinking water source for plenty of communities south of here.
Yeah.
And
my
big concern is accountability, because there was really no accountability for that fire in 2017. Like, they supposedly fined this company. What's a fine? It's a slap on the wrist.
Sure.
There's been no reinforcement. There's been no changes to prevent this from happening again. And guess what? It happened again.
Yeah. You've got the Wayne National Forest to the west. You've got the Blennerhassett. Is that the Blennerhassett?
Oh, Blennerhassett.
Blennerhassett. Yeah, that's the forest there. You have North Bend. You have North Bend Trail. So you've got like 5 or 6 national forest parks in that area, and you have a lot of waterways. I can see where you're talking about with the Ohio. It's not good. That's how far away is that from me?
From you?
Yeah, because I'm on the border of West Virginia. So the West Virginia border, I'm 3 miles away.
Well, we are on the opposite side. We are on the far eastern side of West Virginia.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to see anytime soon.
So we are on the border with Ohio.
Okay. Well, we were thinking of, hey, if we're close. But we are thinking of going to, what's the name of the place, honey? Nico, West Virginia? Hico, West Virginia?
I think so.
We went up there to the river rafting and stuff. We're thinking of going up there at the end of the summer.
Some gorge. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, but that's like, there's 100,000 gorges in West Virginia. But anyway, there's a place, Hico.
We're in the relatively flat, comparatively. Like, we're not in the mountains per se. It's very hilly here. And then the hills kind of flatten out as you go into Ohio and east towards central Ohio. So we're in, we call it hill country.
Gotcha. So looking at a map, Hico is, looking at it right now. Yeah, it's like more central. It's not really.
Yeah.
We're more. Yeah, it's like.
What's the gorge name?
I see Parkersburg. I'll find out in 2 seconds. Hold on. It is the Hico, West Virginia Gorge.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, I'm lying to you. I'm being deceptive. It's called that's what it is. Okay, hold on. Let me look. You looking it up, or you want me to look it up?
I can look it up.
Do you know what the name of the gorge is in Hico?
I'm actually not familiar with it, no.
All right, let's find out together. We'll all find out. We'll learn something, and then we can get off the phone. It's like, can you clarify? Yeah, Hico, West Virginia. Come on now. Hico, West Virginia.
New River Gorge.
Okay, New River Gorge. Whatever. You have to be a show off all the time.
I know.
Seriously. All right, Livy got it. It's the New River Gorge. She's absolutely right. It is called the New River Gorge. We went out there.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with the New River Gorge. I just didn't know. Is that the name of a town along the gorge?
Yeah, it's Hico. It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's a beautiful town. And like, I've got the pictures here, but we went there river rafting, got cabins. If you can see the pictures, there's a gorgeous river that we went down and did rafting. And these are the cabins, actually the actual cabins that we stayed in. Not this particular one, but, and then the old town of it is just gorgeous. It's just like, It's very cool, very quaint. And we were actually thinking of moving up there during COVID and saying, let's pack and let's just go live there because we can run the podcast from there and screw it. Let's just do it. And podcast wasn't really making money at the point, so we didn't do it. But I promise you, if we were doing what we're doing now, we probably would have moved to West Virginia, to be honest. So we still may.
Well, I do love where we live. It's just not always. There are pros and cons. I'll just say that.
Yeah, of course.
But like
of course.
there are anywhere.
Sure.
You know.
Sure there are. And that's like we're in a small town. We're in the middle of BFE and we love it. And there's good and there's bad. Unfortunately, Virginia is getting quite expensive, and like as soon as Ethan is ready to decide what he wants to do, we're selling this bad boy. We're getting a bus, and we're get a real nice bus, not like some yellow one, and remake it. We're actually going to get a traveling bus and do the show on the road. And we just thought that would be really cool, is to visit places, like be like, listen, we're coming to this town. You guys want to come on to the show? We're going to do a remote show and sit around the campfire and have a conversation. And I think that would that'd be kind of cool. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
So if you're ever in the mood for a good documentary, look up how the New River Gorge, the New River Bridge was built.
Yes.
That crosses the gorge.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah. You know what?
Especially considering the time period when it was constructed.
Correct. I saw this, and this was also and it's really interesting you said that, because I saw, it may not be the same video, but it showed the top 10 bridge constructions. And it showed, and it showed, obviously the San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. You saw the New Jersey, whatever bridge that is out there. And it showed multiple bridges. And they also, there was a gorge in Colorado. What was the one in Colorado, honey? Well, anyway, that bridge there they did. And then they did a suspension bridge outside the Hoover Dam that they did. And then obviously they did the New River Gorge too. So it's really, I don't know if it's the same one, but it was very interesting. The timetable of how long ago it was, and the quality of engineering that took place was just amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Valerie, I hope we helped a little bit by covering it. Please keep us informed with what else is going on. If there's anything else that adds, let us know, please, because we want to make sure you're safe. And it sounds like you guys are going to be okay, but take it easy for sure.
I will, and I really appreciate you helping with the awareness of this. Hopefully it doesn't continue to set a precedent, and that's really the biggest concern for me at this point.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, thanks very much.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Valerie.
All right.
Okay.
Great call. Good to have her on there. 2 good calls. Good to have.
Did you see what Mel said?
What'd she say?
The short bus.
I don't know what that means.
We're talking about getting a bus. She wants to know if we're gonna have a short bus. No.
Anyway, so okay. It's actually, yes, we're going to get a short bus, Mel, because we know you're going to want to feel at home when you visit. So we figured we would have a bus that's attached to ours that you can stay in while we drive, so we can be close but just not touching or in proximity. I also have someone that you can hang out with, a real good looking snappa gentleman who would probably be on the bus with you. There he is. Maddie Howanitz has volunteered to be your Canadian love slave. So, Maddie, get on that. Anyway, let's move on. So she's like, excellent. All right, so let's move on.
Are we doing the?
Yeah, we're going to do the drawing
drugs?
now. We've got plenty of people on. I mean, my gosh, we're really super busy tonight, which is good to see. Folks, donations are still on. If you don't know, we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but donations are on thedumbshow.com/donate. You can go there, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. You like the show, you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is neat. You get to talk and learn about stuff, and you guys, whatever. We are the show for that, and we are actually dependent upon donations. We have some other revenue forms that we do, shirts and hats and coffee, and we've got a few sponsors that we work with on a very small basis, and then we get a little bit of revenue from social media and Spreaker, but really our revenue is generated from our listeners, and they paid for this wonderful studio. And this studio is paid for by our listeners. It'll always be a part of them. In fact, there's a plaque which is hanging right over that flag, which is a industrial forge in Idaho, which was cast in 1700 urns, old 1700 urns, and these urns are size of houses. It was casted in that forge, and everybody's name who donated from the show is there. And then we also update every quarter or so our scroller at the end of the show of who updated. We need to do that, by the way. I haven't had a chance. But if you would like to donate to the show and help us out, $1, $5, $10, $100, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, please do. We would appreciate you. But what we're doing right now is going to be talking about the drawing. And Olivia is going to explain what this is and why are we doing this.
All right. So we are going to have 3 different wheels. The first wheel is going to be for the flag because everyone is included in this who donated, even if you've won a jacket before. So everyone has a chance to win the beautiful flag, which
Olivia's going to show you right now. And we've increased the wheel count to make it a little bit easier for everybody. So we'll explain that. Here is the flag, and it will be emblazoned with a placard with your name and from the Dumb Show, and Olivia and I will be signing it on the back as well, just to say thank you. Everyone's available. If anyone donated, you're in. Yes. So if we seem like morose or melancholy, we're not. We're just focused.
It's Monday.
Yeah, we're just focused on getting some things done here and having a really good show. So moving on, we are going to spin these. Now, the cool thing is you usually can see your name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually update this in a new window, and I'll make the changes on the back end, and hopefully we'll be able to zoom in on this so everyone can kind of see. That's about as good as it's going to get. All right. So first things first is we are going to go ahead and do this. Olivia, it's going to be the custom flag first. Now, what's going to happen, Olivia said it, is everybody has a chance to win this. Everybody. And if you win, you can still win a jacket. This is completely separate from the jackets. This is just a 250-year celebration for us to say we love you guys, and we wanted to hook you guys up with the flag. Then we're going to do the jacket drawing, and if you win on a jacket, you're done for the year. You don't get any more jackets. That's another way. You win. Yes, we're done for the year with jackets. Mm-hmm. But you can still win coffee. But you can still enter and donate. Your name will be taken down. And then in the end of the year, you still get an entry in the end of the year drawing. Yeah, and every month, every time you donate for the jacket drawing, you get an entry into the end of year. So if you donate, even though you already won a jacket, like Maddie Howanitz and JD, and they donate, and Jeff Elephant, they donate every month for the drawing to cover somebody else's entry, even though they've already won. But because they're doing that, they get like 12 entries into the end of year drawing. Yep. So the end of year, it's as many times as you donated is how many times your name is on that wheel. Which is great. And that's pretty cool. Last year was great. We had like 300 names on it, and we'll do the same thing again. All right, let's get going. All right. For the flag. My screen says 2. What are we talking about? Sherry, I'm showing 48. Oh, how many people are on? 37 on Twitter, 27 on YouTube, 47 on Facebook. Twitter's doing well tonight. Yeah, I was going to say. But Facebook sucks. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do the custom flag spin first, and let's get to it. Here it is. No sound. That's okay. I don't care. I don't need sound. Actually. Who is it? Oh. Kirsty Worthen. Congratulations. Congratulations, Kirsty. Congratulations. I don't have any great, I don't know what my sound is wrong. Outstanding. Kirsty Worthen wins a beautiful flag. And that is cool Mo D. Awesome. Very, very cool. We're going to go ahead and delete wheel 2 and remove wheel 2. Yes, we do want to remove wheel 2. Now we've got jacket and coffee. We will save this. All right. So as far as the big drawings, you have the option to win
one of our 3 jackets, the Dumb Nation, the Red Friday, or the Collegiate jacket, you can get the Sherpa blanket, or you can get 5 pounds worth of coffee, any flavor of your choice.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
So what we'll do is we'll spin twice, and then I will remove the names from the rights. So I'll spin this, we'll remove a name, and then we'll remove both names. So Olivia's writing this down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do it. It'll hopefully work. I've got the sound pumped in. We'll see if this works this time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Exciting news. Let's go for 2 jackets. Here it is.
There's the sound.
There's the sound. July jacket spinny winny. Around and around it goes. Where it stops, I'll know because I weighted it very heavily not to be Mel. Just kidding. Oh, Marie. It looks like Marie. Marie. Which Marie is that?
It's one of our Maries.
Oh, I see. Okay. Congratulations, Marie. Is that the one I said, my Maria?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marie, congratulations. I know who that is. Congratulations, Marie. No sound on this end. I wonder why. Hold on. Oh, it should be. Doesn't matter. Okay, Marie's on there. Let's go for the second win.
Second win.
And let's see. Here we go. Rock and roll. Big spin. Here it is. Round and round we go. Looking good. Come on, Mel. You deserve a jacket. Oh, Robin was so close. Looks like Sherry Star.
Sherry Star.
Sherry Star. Wonder why the sound isn't working.
I don't know.
They're saying there's no sound. I can hear it. Well, you know what? Let me just try this. The only thing I can think of is that this will work. Sherry Star, congratulations. So now I need to go back into this and update the other wheel, close. And we're going to go into customize wheel 2. Who am I taking out here?
You are going to take out Sherry Star, and
There's
you
Marie.
are taking out Marie.
And Sherry Star. Okay. Then we're going to go to delete wheel. Hit OK. I'm getting good at this, Liv.
Yes, you are.
Update.
I love how you made it coffee colors, bro.
Do you like that?
It's the poopy wheel.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking. My coffee is not poopy. Sherry Star, congratulations. Congratulations to Marie. And congratulations to, let's see, CJ, Kirsty.
No, Marie.
No, Marie, Sherry Star, and Kirsty. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we have no sound. This time it should be sound. You guys, I'll figure out what the hell's wrong with the sound. You can see it says sound on. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if this works. Here we go. Click to spin. Sherry's so happy she got a jacket. She was talking shit that she was going to win too. You remember? She's like, I'm going to win this time.
I'm going to win it.
It's all about it.
That good juju.
Good juju. Did you just call her a Jew?
Yep.
Okay.
Totally.
Sherry is a 6-pointed star, folks. Sherry, 6-pointed star. She's a Jew. All right, folks. 2 bags of coffee. Listen, no skinny deal here. This is good stuff. I mean, it's good coffee. Let's see what we can do. You guys have to be able to hear that. Big spinneroo. Terry King, Deb, Donald, Sandra Casey. Maybe it's Steven. Maybe Steven Seismazak. Steven Seismazak wins.
I can't pronounce his last name.
It's Seismazak. It doesn't matter. Simkazak. Congratulations, Steven. Sound is working now. Now I know what to do. I forgot it's the computer, and I gotta. Congratulations, Steven. Cup of coffee. Just ask us, and you're going to get your coffee. Sherry says, Matt, it's funny. I asked my angels to grab a hold of the wheel for the win for the jacket. Well, you got it. You're going to be ready for this winner. All right. Let's get going. 1 more bag of coffee. This is fun. See, I like it when we have big donor nights. I like it when we can do cool stuff. Maybe every month we throw in a special prize like we did. What?
The message I just got from Marie.
What does it say?
It says, "Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much."
Oh, shut up. You know we waited it for you. Thank you for the extra $1,000. You know what I mean? We appreciate it. Classic pickle. No, we don't cheat. We don't do that shit. You guys saw the names. Here we go. We have a broad sweeping chance of winning. Here it is. One more.
Last name.
One more for a bag of coffee. Here it is. Around we go. Where it stops. This was fun. We got to do this again. Mm-hmm. We will next month.
Next month.
Kay, Robin, Patricia, Dodie, Janet, Patty, Christine, Clark. Could be Vicky. Could be the Jews are winning tonight. Vicky Israel.
Oh my God.
Vicky Israel.
Just said that.
Sherry, 6-pointed star, and Vicky Israel. Vicky Netanyahu Israel has won a bag of coffee. What great stuff. Vicky, you lucky Jews.
Oh my gosh. All right. All of the winners, congratulations. Please email me, olivia@thedumbshow.com. I need shipping addresses, contact phone numbers, and then I will email you back with the questions I need for the prize you want.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody.
Listen,
this is one of my favorite. I love this time of month. I think it's a good time. It's fun, and you know what? You guys take care of the show. And she had the juju too. That's correct. Yep. We appreciate it because it makes it fun. And maybe what we'll do is, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll reach out to Tonto. Maybe I'll reach out to Jessica Lynch. Maybe I'll reach out to some of the people who are going to be coming here. You guys remember that video, Cynthia, who was did the wonderful segment for Mandy Del Rio and her movie about the 250 of America, and God being a founder of America, the book. She is going to be coming on. And maybe we can get her to sign a book and we can give that away. So maybe what we do is we don't just do jackets. We have one nice little prize also to kind of spread out the love. Yep. You guys like that idea?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get the Jew Barry Morgenstein to give us a free photo session for somebody or something.
For the end of your show.
He won't do that.
No.
He'll do it for end
or
of
like
year.
50% off or something.
You know what he's going to say? He's going to be like, I want my jacket. And Shelly wants her jacket. You get me my jacket. I bet if I grease the wheels with 2 jackets, I think Barry will go for it.
Well, I want to do a family photo session with him. I think that
we should do it. We should do a bourgeois. You should do a bourgeois photo session with Barry.
No, I'm good.
No?
No.
You know, they do. Some women do that for their husbands. You know,
but if they go to a specific
photographer. What's wrong with Barry?
I'm not doing that with Barry.
I'm going to tell Barry you don't.
I don't think Shelly would appreciate that either.
I don't know. Shelly might. She seems kind of. She's cool. She's hip. She's with it.
I would only do the female photographer.
Let's
Yeah. Really? Dude, they're like half naked.
Will you take photos of doing it with
No.
Let's call Barry.
Barry said I could donate a book.
Is there Barry?
Yeah, he's on.
He's actually watching?
He's watching.
Son of a bitch. Barry, did you hear that? She doesn't want to do a busty bourgeois photo shoot with you.
I'm not busty, so it wouldn't be busty.
That's not the area I was talking about.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You're horrible.
Shelly won't mind. God, I love him. He's my favorite person. I'll tell you what.
Shelly and I could do it together.
I think what we're going to do is like most assuredly, I think it'd be awesome to give away. We're definitely going to give away the photo session with Barry. We're going to do that. We have to, because it just makes sense. So I'll get with Barry and figure out how much of an arm and a leg that's going to cost me. He goes, I already booked it. You're done. You're going to go say photos with Barry. He's already booked your photo shoot. You're toast. You're cooked. That would be awesome, though. It doesn't have to be racy. I want to do one. I'd love to look at some fancy photos of me. Barry is in chat. Well, now I know that. But see, what's funny is that I always assume Barry's in chat. That's why I say half the shit I say him, because I love him.
Well, I love my photo shoot. I love how my pictures turned out in our last photo shoot.
Kirsty says, you did a bourgeois shoot with Barry? You son of a bitch, Barry. Says, just have Matt do it. Well, that's not fun. I want to be surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So... anyway,
maybe.
Good stuff. Listen, congratulations to all the winners. You guys are amazing. We love you. Appreciate you. But
Clancy wants to know if we got our 7,000 smackles for all the Jews winning tonight.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, Netanyahu needs to kick in the dough. You know what I'm saying? Barry, do a very tasteful, sexy shoot Olivia Spear. I agree. I think I'm not talking like nipples and stuff. No, I'm just talking like, sexy, I don't know, like, I'm thinking, like, just out of my head as a creative human being, like donkey, ping pong balls. So
horrible.
All right.
Horrible.
All right, let's rock and roll. We got to get busy. We got a busy night. Hurry up, put that in there. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. It's nice to see so many people on tonight. $15 from Charity Lamb. Thank you, Charity Lamb. We have a lot of biblical reference. We have the 6-pointed star. We have Israel, and now the lamb.
It's something's going on.
Is Joe Moses going to come on and give us a...
Well, Joseph Hillstrom called earlier, so, you know.
Charles James goes, plastics and rubber burning in the hood. I know, man. We covered it. I know. Olivia should Lady Godiva that photo. Where you going to go? Yes. Little toity room?
Yeah.
JD Stillwell, donate $50. If you have the opportunity, please try Aunt Millie's Bakery's products found in your local grocery stores. Maybe we are regional. This is a paid advertisement. Fuck, JD, yeah. I mean, didn't you do $36,000 in a month? Good for you, dude. I mean, like, seriously, that's amazing. I would love to help you with that. You know what I mean? So Olivia saw this video. This one is, you know what? Let's do my video. Because Olivia, did you see my video? We have to wait for her to get back from the toity. Folks, I'm sorry. We're not a professional outfit. What do you want? We try to be, but we don't do a very good job. But we do appreciate it. We'd appreciate you guys standing by. Can I tell you how good it feels to work out again? Oh, my God. Real Texas conservatives in the house. What's up, Bubba? It feels really good. You know what? I also did my good deed for the week. So I reached out to Matt Alvarez from Right Side Broadcasting Network. And I was like, hey, buddy, happy 4th of July. I was wondering, would you mind putting Ryan Weaver on for his new song and video? And they put him on, put him primetime slot, perfect slot, right in the morning, right after Donald Trump's speech. And so Ryan got on there. It was really cool. So I figured you guys would want to hear about that. So at the end, Matt gave us a really cool shout out, which we always appreciate. We love Matt Alvarez. We want to get him on the show.
Joining us here on Right Side.
He's a good dude. Here is the video while Olivia comes back from the toity. And this is the shout out that we got. Yes, it's very bright. I apologize. And then we'll get to the
lady bladder sucks.
We'll get to the good stuff. Yeah, I know. All right, here it is. Okay, or not. Oh, it's just not going to let us play it. Well, come on now. Come on. All right, you know what? It's not important. We're just going to say, Matt Alvarez says, thanks to Matt Spear and the Dumb Show. That's it, pretty much. Okay. But yeah, Ryan got hooked up with that, and that was really cool. And so that's a good thing. Karma is a good thing. Here we go. Photo ID journalist. This guy, he's I think he's my new favorite street journalist. Nick Shirley is kind of like mainstream now, but this guy is hilarious. And he doesn't look like a conservative. He's wearing, he looks like bicycle dad. You know, he wears long sleeve, stretch fit, and wears shorts and workout shoes and his glasses up on his head. And he, you know, good looking kid, but just very not what you would assume from a conservative, but he crushes a lot of these people fairly easily. And here it is.
Watch this. Just watch this, and then I'll talk about it after the video. Here we go.
You're a journalist. Why do you not have a name? Where's your name badge? Where's any information? At least they told me who they were. You don't have any. So why should I have like a name badge? Yes, if you're a journalist, if you're any sort of publicist, that's news. That's literally the law. You have that. So should people have IDs when they vote? Oh my God, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not. I mean, it's a good question, right?
Wait, quit.
So, that's what you're gonna do? So people need journalist ID. Do we need voter ID?
Yes.
Let me know what you think in the comments below, and like and share this video if you find that pretty interesting.
Now, yes, I do find that.
Okay, so this video goes on for 5 minutes, so I'm not going to give her any more credit because I really just wanted to watch him, and she's nice and all, but Olivia and I listened to it pre-show, and we're like, okay, we're done. There's really not much in there except her just going, ha, 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 just repeating what happened, but it's interesting. I think there's a change happening with conservatives, and I want to thank Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson because I really believe this is what's happening, is that people are starting to stop responding with attacks and stop being emotional and start asking questions. and you guys know I've preached that for 6 years on this show, is I watch Andrew Wilson debate, and he gets uppity and slams people down, and you watch Candace debate, or you watch Dave Smith, and all of them have their idiosyncrasies, but the best ones are the ones who just ask questions. And Andrew used to ask a lot of questions. Now Democrats are trying to do it, and they try to pigeonhole you. But the one thing that hangs up every single Democrat is that they pretend that they have the moral majority, but they can't define morality because they have no basis for morality. Morality is subjective to whatever they say. And it really creates some fantastic time. I went over to Candace page today, and I trolled some of them. They're not happy with me.
What happened?
Well, I went over there and I said, I am here for Scamdace Owens' spin out, because the preliminary trial started today, and she's already just like spinning out. She is trying to control the information wheel. She is trying to control the news cycle, and they're learning that, you know, she's the one that sold that Tyler Robinson was Spider-Man and traversed this building, and they testified today in the preliminary. And I didn't cover the preliminary, guys. I figured the first day was just a lot of noise, and we will be covering it in the AM when this thing gets hot and heavy, trust me. But one of them was like, no, you don't need to be Spider-Man. You need to literally step up 3 feet and then step over a little tiny fence to get up in the position of the shooter. So all the narratives are going to start collapsing, and that this guy was some sort of ninja and pro assassin, and that he broke down the rifle when that's not what happened. He took the rifle, and it's a one screw in the bottom of the stock into a threaded area of the barrel and the housing itself. And we've already established that the scope was fixed, and all he had to do was take that little screwdriver, screw in one oversized screw that takes about 5 or 6 cranks, and he has a working weapon. And she's completely spinning out already. Kobe says Laura Boomer, known as Loomer, reported McConnell passed. Is this true? If we have not heard anything, there are requirements that if somebody dies, there are laws on the announcement, and especially for someone as prominent as he is, we would know fairly fast. I don't believe Mitch McConnell's dead. I think that's a little presumptuous. I think Laura Loomer is wrong as often as Candace Owens is.
Yes.
But she's also a hell of an investigative reporter, and she has landed some very interesting stories. I'm not discrediting Laura Loomer. I just very rarely. She's very good at the trash and National Enquirer game, and she's made some predictions that have been completely unfounded more often than when she's right. So, is Mitch McConnell sick? This doesn't take a prognosticator of Nostradamus' capabilities to say that Mitch McConnell is on his last leg. I mean, the guy literally is trying to figure out, you know, what flavor his cornflakes are in his batshit cave. But he's 1 foot in the grave anyway, so not a huge stretch. But could he be in hospice? Could he be on his way out? Sure. I mean, don't forget, I believe they had Secretary of Defense, right? Was gone for 3 months and was in the hospital, and Biden didn't even know. Can you look that up for me, babe?
Yes.
Ask if it was SecDef or which was it? Secretary of Defense who was in the hospital for months, and Joe Biden didn't even know. Just put that in real quick. But is he brain dead or anything else? Well, you guys have to understand, he has a prominent position as he's in the hierarchy of the chain of command. If something happens to the President of the United States and the Vice President of the United States.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
Yeah, Lloyd Austin, Defense Secretary. Close enough. I mean, might as well be SecDef. But, well, hold on a second. Defense Secretary. He is SecDef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Secretary of Defense. So yeah, he was gone for 3 months, and nobody was the wiser, right? So it's possible, but when you are a Senate Majority Leader, that's a pretty big role, y'all. In fact, you're in the designated survivor echelon. Speaker of the House is obviously ahead of that position, but you're still in a key position for voting and to whip the votes. And you're going to need that, especially if you're in a designated survivor situation or a 25th Amendment situation. So he needs to be. They would report that in some way, and so is it true? I sure it might be. I doubt it, but highly. I think he's probably in the hospital.
He's in the hospital.
Yeah.
He's been there for 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's in the hospital. So he's in.
Oh, you didn't.
They made you subscribe. It's NBC. Matt, 6-pointed star represents balance between opposing forces, i.e. spirit, matter, heaven, and earth, and 6 aspects of God, power, wisdom, majesty, love, mercy, and justice. Thank you. You won already. You can stop. Stop your witchcraft.
Your witchcraft.
Stop your stuff. Yeah, it's a sad situation, but the guy's a POS. I can't stand McConnell. He's hijacking the Senate. He's a piece of shit. And honestly, as soon as he kicks off, good riddance. I don't want to hear about him anymore. Let's elect a new Senate Majority Leader, someone who's going to actually do the job. Because if you think Thune and Cornyn are running things, they're not. It's McConnell. I understand McConnell's position. I understand what I'm saying, hypothetically, his position. I understand he's not Senate Majority Leader anyway. He is. He runs everything. They're all his. So as soon as he gets good, get him out of here. They were saying he was the holdout voting the SAVE Act. Of course he was. Well, he was running the whole thing. So now you have a situation where now that he's cooked, I hate to say it like that, but like I don't care about these politicians. Like Mitch McConnell dying, you know what I'm going to do? Bummer. If President Trump asks us to lower the flag to half staff, I'm putting it higher. I'm gonna get an addition made to my poll. I will not honor a politician. I didn't honor Jimmy Carter because screw Carter. I'm not going to honor Obama. I'm not going to honor George Bush. I didn't honor George Bush Sr. I will honor President Trump. I honored Reagan. I will honor Clinton. But I will not honor Biden. I will not honor Obama in any way, shape, or form. At all. Zero, zilch, nada. No respect. None. At Lindsey Graham, I'm going to have a party. Sorry, guys. I'm opinionated. Mar, this is a good one. This is really interesting. So Bill Maher is sitting across from a Muslim, and this is great. Anonymous donate $51.99. Great show as always. God bless the people of West Virginia. Yes, that is 100%. And love you, by the way. You're amazing. Here is Maher. Maher is really back to old school Maher. Like he's pre-2016 again. He's back to his conservative. Fiscal conservative in family values policies, which he really is all about family. He doesn't want to get married. He has no desire, but he does believe that religion has its place in the world. He does believe that the family values and family unit. He does believe in Western civilization. All of these things are true. He just hated Trump. So it's nice to see Bill Maher back. Here is Bill Maher crushing. Watch this.
Can you be gay in Gaza?
Yes, you can.
Really?
Yes, you can.
And live?
No, you can't.
Absolutely, you can. You know what? It's even more offensive because you're saying...
I'm just asking because I've heard
you can be gays in Gaza.
Really?
I traveled the Middle East.
Is there a gay bar in Gaza?
This is what I do for a living. The Muslim community feel threatened and feel offended, and they are underrepresented in the media and...
Underrepresented? There's only 2.1 billion of you. How underrepresented could you possibly be? You have your own network called Al Jazeera. The BBC is pretty much full of Muslims. The Huffington Post is ran by Muslims. You guys are kidding me. How much more do you want? If you take a look at all the media conglomerates around the world, do you want to know how many are owned by Muslims? Olivia's going to tell you in 2 seconds because she's going to look it up. Go, Liv. Your hair looks very pretty tonight. I like that color on you. It brings out your beautiful cheeks and your eyes. You look like Dana Loesch.
Thanks.
You do, and that's good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I looking up?
Out of all the major news media corporations around the world, how many are Muslim owned? Let's look at that. Why are you looking there? You're not going to get the answer there.
Okay.
You're not going to get the answer there. You know what it's going to do? It's going to send you to Al Jazeera. You say, here, look at some wonderful Al Jazeera newspaper. Here, let's listen to the rest of it. We'll come back.
They're represented in political avenues. You never invite them here on these issues.
Never invite them here. You're here.
These issues.
Crush.
Here. They're here all the time.
On these issues.
What do you mean on these issues?
I mean,
I'm the one who says I want to stop talking about this. I can't. Because things happen in the news.
Reza was invited to talk about something else. It was August 1st.
Well, Reza's been here a lot.
And I'm happy that he's been here, and I've been here, and I'm so happy to be invited here. However, if you want to have a serious conversation about Islam, and I'm sorry to tell you this, Bill.
Every time I say something you don't like, it's not a serious conversation, or I'm a bigot. I'm sorry. In your world, either I'd say exactly what you want.
How many?
It doesn't say. There's no database worldwide that shows
my God.
the religion of the owner.
It's Arab. Say Arab, don't say Muslim, because oh my God, they're such Nancy. ChatGPT is such a piece of shiznit.
Me to say, or else I'm a bigot, and that just doesn't work.
If my father was Muslim, he was Sufi. You don't even know the difference between Sufi, Sunni, Shafi'i, Hanbali.
Yeah, I do.
Well, for you, we are all.
I know that in many places in the world, if you left your religion, what would happen?
Guess what? Let me tell you something.
It would be okay. You could walk inside. You could walk inside a door in Gaza and say, "You know what? I'm a Presbyterian today."
Maybe not in Gaza, to be honest, but you can do it in Jordan. You can do it in Lebanon. The majority of you are blaming the majority for the criminal acts of a minority. Unfortunately, the majority are disorganized, and there's a small minority that are well organized, and they're controlling the narrative.
I have to move on.
What did it say?
It still won't give me an S.
Oh, so sons of bitches. See, isn't it amazing that I break ChatGPT every show? Because it will not. I give you information that will just break the world, and it won't answer because it doesn't want to answer. I will tell you the majority of newspapers in the free world, which would be considered the globe, not every country being, there is a massive, the India Times are 100% Arab influenced. It doesn't matter where you're at. Every newspaper in England is Arab influenced. Al Jazeera is Arab influenced. BBC is Arab influenced. It's ridiculous. And I told you, Bill Maher is a absolute master. I'm going to get you your information.
Happy that you move on, but I'm telling you, there's some people that lose. If you would have said some of the things that you would have said about African Americans and about Jews, you would be fired.
But African Americans and Jews don't belong to a religion that wanted to kill Salman Rushdie for writing a book, if we want to get back to the free speech issue. So I'm sorry, that's called false equivalency.
Okay.
Not all religions are alike. I have to move on.
Wow. Yeah, Grok will give me the answer. I'm going to be shifting to that other one. I don't remember what it's called, Ralphie or whatever.
Ralphie.
I don't know, it's not called Ralphie. I don't know what it's called. 2.1. Liv, you got to call that out. I'm not
Brenda
here.
Shepard. Gordon Ramsay said, where there's fat, there's flavor. I must be delicious. That's funny.
Global media market size about $2.1 to $2.2 trillion. Dominated a handful of massive conglomerates, U.S., Europe, China, Japan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Arab, Middle East, North Africa media market is about $50 billion. Global top tier. The biggest by revenue market cap overwhelming west of Asia Arab investors is Saudi. Abu Dhabi have taken stakes in Western firms like Paramount deals, the NBC Group, the BEIN Media Group, the Rotana Group, Al Jazeera Media Network, the Al Dubai Media, the Arab Media Group, the OSN, UAE, Saudi Hubs, and Dubai Media City. It is low overall percentages, but what you're talking about is influence. And you're talking about board members, and you're talking about locations of those papers and the sympathies to those papers. Huffington Post is sympathetic to Muslims. ABC, CBS, NBC, all sympathetic to Muslims. Let me ask you, go look at their coverage of Israel. Go look at their coverage of October 7th. Let me know how it went. How many of those stations are repudiating what Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are saying? They repudiated him when they were supporting Trump. Why aren't they going after him when they're talking about the Jews? Why?
Gee, I wonder.
So if you take a look at the sympathy of the media, now a lot of the media groups have a lot of Jewish influence too. That's also absolutely correct. There's no doubt about it. But my point is that if you want to look at media corporations that are sensitive to Arabs, pretty much every single one of them. Even Fox. And that's just the way it is. If you look at Trey Yingst, if they let Trey Yingst off the chain, that guy would literally
get fired within a week because he would be ultra honest. And like my one dream is to get Trey Yingst on the show. He'll never be on the show, but I would love to have him on the show because he holds back so damn much on Fox because they keep a cuff on him. They keep a governor on him. And there's times where he'll start talking and you see people get uncomfortable because he tells the truth and he knows what's going on. He knows what the Palestinians are doing. He knows what the Lebanese are doing. He knows what the Iranians are doing. Now, he's also Jewish, but he's on the ground and he understands the intricacies of the Middle East probably better than anyone else in real time that I've ever seen. Salman Rushdie, no. Trey Yingst he understands this stuff in a very high capacity. He intermingles with these groups. He intermingles with the IDF. He intermingles with Mossad. He intermingles with Hezbollah and the Houthis and the Muslim Brotherhood and the IRGC too. He intermixes with all of these groups. Now, the guy's not going into Syria. He's not going into Iran. He's not going into the Golan Heights. But he is able to interview people who are influencing, especially terrorist groups. Hamas has talked to him, and he's a Jew. So Yingst is incredible. Anyway, remember, production and influence are two different things. But my point is not that they own the corporations of media. It's that they influence it. And there is a massive influence of Muslim control over all media groups. And it's just the way it is. Chicks. The chicks on the right, I think they owe us because they are calling women words that rhyme with boits and hunts more and floors more than they've ever done before. And it seems every show mock is pushing the limits of what they call people. So this English person they had on today, they called an English twat. Here's the video.
I'm sorry, America, but you still don't know how hated your country is.
We don't have to listen to the English. I have 1,776 reasons not to care, and here's one more. We don't care.
I don't care.
You surrendered, and your opinions no longer matter. We don't mind because you no longer matter.
July 4th, 2026, America's Independence Day. The anniversary will be extravagantly celebrated. But America today is a frightful place. Slavery is being whitewashed. Academics, teachers, and activists.
Oh my God, it's so bad to actually whitewash slavery that we should be worried more about that than 250,000 women being raped by Arabs.
I'm going to assume she's never been to America. She's talking out of her ass.
I don't know, but we should censor the word slavery in England because that'll get you arrested. You know, you can't say pork when you're ordering a sandwich, right?
They no longer serve pork in
No, they do.
restaurants?
You just can't say the word pork.
So how do you order it?
It's a great question. You probably point at the menu. Maybe there's another word. Maybe call it bork. Maybe there's something in English, Like, could I have a Piggly Wiggly sandwich, please? Right. Could I go ahead and have a spot of tea with that? Thank you. Like a Piggly Wiggly with some barbecue sauce. Can I get some feet, please? You can't say pork. You say pork, it's a microaggression against Arabs. So if somebody was sitting in a restaurant and said, "Do you serve pork here?" They arrested him. So remember, whitewashing slavery is bad. But arresting people for saying words is good.
Try to stop the erasure are being ostracized. Books about Black history or with gay characters are being banned in libraries.
Okay, so let's clarify, you dumb is books about pedophilia and sexually explicit books of children having sex to groom children into all deviant lifestyles. Those are being, yes, we're challenging those books. And the 1619 Project, which is complete dog shit for the history. We're not talking about altering Frederick Douglass and what happened here.
We're not the ones tearing down the statues and trying to erase our history.
Who actually put those racist statues up was the Daughters of the Confederacy, which were the Democrats that came out of the KKK. But it's funny. Your mom and dad put those statues up. Why are you tearing them down? We don't care about Maya Angelou, and it's completely fine if you want to do that. We actually like people like Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman because they're actually more rational than most Democrats. In fact, they aren't Democrats, and they think that racism is ridiculous and we should shut up and stop talking about it. Black history is a part of white history. But more importantly, there is no white history in black history. It's American history. And the 1619 Project is laughable. It's laughable. To believe that slaves ultimately controlled the development and the infrastructure and the engineering and the innovation of the United States is ridiculous. Yes, you were very much responsible for doing the manual labor, but that's like saying that the person who puts the tire on the Ford is the person who designed the car. No, you are manual labor and slave labor, to be honest with you. And yes, that was a horrible atrocity, and we've been paying for it ever since. You did not make America. You did the labor. The money, the investment, the engineering, the architecture, the agriculture, the infrastructure, the irrigation, all of it, the medicine, the electricity, the engineering was all done, unfortunately, not by African-American slaves. Sorry. You may not like to hear that, but that is the truth. Here's the rest of what this dumb hoochie has to say.
Abortion rights have been terminated by Supreme Court judges. Ruthless icemen come from migrants of color. Illegal as well as
Firestorm,
families
Wolverine.
are separated. The horror of such inhumanity. While I feel revulsion when it comes to Trump, to me, Trumpism is just a more extreme version of America's usual pride, greed, and destructiveness. For true and noble patriots, a reality check is now overdue. Worse still, the withdrawal of aid to the poorest countries is leading to epidemics and avoidable deaths. And US
I got a good idea.
Refuse to.
Why doesn't England get off their fucking ass and go donate to those countries? Why does the world rely on America? Why? Why do we have to be the world's police? Why do we have to be the world's donators? England, go do it. If you want it so bad. And you know what? You didn't vote in our election, so you don't have any say. So F off. That's what I think of you.
You look like a cabbage. You look like a Cabbage Patch doll that has seen 80 years and way too much day whiskey.
She's Professor Umbridge's much older sister.
Oh, yeah, but in green. She looks like a...
Which means she was a Slytherin.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy had a retarded love child.
There you go.
Piggy?
Accept reasonable regulation of the systems they have generated. This is becoming a threat to humanity itself. It's all done in your name. So when you celebrate Independence Day, remember your country as it really is.
And guess what? You don't know what our country is because you don't live here and you're not a citizen of our country. So I don't have to listen to you. That's the whole point of having an extravagant celebration this weekend is we don't have to listen to you fucktards anymore.
Isn't there just something just completely so off-putting about the English? Why do you think I hate them so much? Like, once again, Royal Marines, Royal Navy, British SAS, MI6, worked with some really cool people. Met some great English people, played rugby, got our asses kicked by the Royal Marines, and just got our ass handed to us. Completely, 100%, we were owned. I get it. But you guys are drier than a popcorn fart. And I understand it's got to be embarrassing that a bunch of farmers kicked the living crap out of you, but we're not the only ones. The French did it too. The French revolutionaries were a bunch of farmers with pitchforks.
Maybe
hold on, you had your minute.
Sorry.
The Irish did this to you guys. The Scottish kicked your ass. The Welsh rose up against you. Hong Kong. The Tibetans. The English Empire was a series of massive defeats. And we could go back all the way to Louis. We can go back to Edward the Longshanks. We can go back to Queen Elizabeth. We can go back to King George. And the English, although a mighty empire, had massive, massive failure. And second to the Russians, were one of the countries that threw bodies at the wall more than even the Russians did. And they would lose a large mass quantity of life because of sheer ignorance and idiocy. Cornwallis lost here to farmers. Umbridge did the same. And the one thing that England has been renowned for is knowing its place over the last 240 years. Well, they have forgotten. And I think it's high time that the United States give them a swift kick in the frickin' vagina to make them remember.
I don't remember hearing anything about England complaining when the U.S. came and saved them from frickin' the Nazis in World War II.
And won, too, because we can't forget that. We also saved them when it came to their energy dependence. We also saved them on the global stage with Iran and did their bidding for Iran. And the whole reason why Iran and destabilized Iran was because of English influence. We helped them with terrorism. We helped them in the Falklands. The United States has been a better friend to England. And once Margaret Thatcher went, we got Tony Blair, and that wasn't the greatest of relationships, and it hasn't gotten much better since. So I think the last bastion of truth from England was Queen Elizabeth, and now they've been relegated to essentially, who cares what they do?
And pardon my cursing. I'm trying to stop, but some people just piss me off.
Listen, the show is not dropping when you cuss, so it's fine.
People like it. They think it's hilarious.
I think you're kind of hot when you cuss. You know what? The days of us trying to get on a syndicated show, if you can't handle a little vulgarity, you know what? This is the problem. I'm all Fox News. You guys don't get to decide what this movement's about anymore. And people like Joe Rogan are at the helm. You're not. People are listening to Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. People are listening to Megyn Kelly and the Hodge twins. These people are foul-mouthed people. These people.
God, Megyn Kelly drops the F-bomb so many times each
So
show.
I'm sick of people saying, oh, you need to clean up your language. You know what? My language is pretty damn good. I've got the censor button, and Olivia is pretty damn good. But listen, the English deserve it. They deserve every colorful metaphor we can throw at them. $136.99, folks. We'll be right back. Don't leave. We got a whole bunch of people on. Almost 200 in General Pop and Rumble and everything all in. Stick around. We are going to try to hit goal here in the next few, and we've got plenty to do.
What the hell is that? It's a boy on a broom? Well, don't open the window. Bloody hell!
Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in dire need. Have any of you...
I just realized that Ethan looks more like Goyle now than he does Harry.
Who?
Goyle. Crab and Goyle.
Oh. He's not fat,
with his hair.
Yeah.
Hair, Liv. Hair.
Muggles seen my golden ball?
Did you just say he's looking for his gold balls? I think he said golden ball.
Right you are. You two are very bright witches.
You really are the brightest witch of your age.
Did he just call us bitch?
It's a Harry Potter movie. You have to keep it PG-13.
You know my name? I am Harry Potter. That means you know where it is.
No, we haven't seen it.
Well, you can buy a new one at the Dumb Show. You get 10% off for using code DUMB10.
Bloody brilliant! 10 points to Gryffindor.
Did he just call us Griffin whores?
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/
Did he just call us Griffin whores?
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We take PayPal, Venmo, credit card, and you can even send us an owl at P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142. Please make sure to leave your name and a message, and we will share it on the next show. Live weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, them Dumbledore sent you too.
Okay, seriously? What's a fumble sore?
We take Cash App, folks. We take blood, semen, everything else. Donate off at your local bank.
Just donate. Do not donate your firstborn.
You can send
any
it
more kids.
Send it to thedumbshow.com or to Main Street in Virginia. We've got our P.O. box up there. Spamberger, embracing communism.
Some of the party's biggest primary victories recently, New York, now Colorado, have gone to candidates running more progressive agenda. I mean, are you concerned that the left is gaining power in your party?
I'm of the opinion that we are a Big Tent party. We've always been a Big Tent party.
I will be doing a video on the Big Tent party tomorrow, and it will be good. And Olivia's going to remind me right now, because I saw that on Fox, and Olivia's going to put that in the phone right now to remind my brain to do a Big Tent party, because I'm going to actually show you what they mean by the Big Tent party is actually the small clown car party, because there is no big circus tent. The amount of people that can actually be considered a Democrat today has been dwindled down to less than about 5 to 6% of the population. When I break down this video, it's going to blow your mind. Because it has to exclude certain things. We'll have to exclude religion. We'll have to exclude people who believe in pro-life. We'll have to exclude people who believe in the institution of marriage. We'll have to exclude the people who want to protect their kids and believe parents have every right to decide how their kids grow up. We'll have to exclude things like Western civilization. We'll have to exclude things like pride in the United States. So once you exclude the things you can no longer do, like secure borders or a strong national defense, or to protect and serve through our police forces and believe in our laws, that Big Tent party gets dwindled down to a clown car. And I'm going to show you what that means in a video. So we'll break it down for you, and I'll do it in my usual style of doing it. For instance, here is a video on The View and how the flags are triggering, and the event that took place with Irina Zarutska and this new Democrat hero who was on a bus like Rosa Parks. By the way, Rosa Parks, folks, you guys can sit here and tell me, Liv, was Rosa Parks a great person in history?
As far as I know.
No, she was a fucking socialist.
Oh.
Yeah. And she also was a 100% activist and an extreme activist, and put herself in many different situations to create as much conflict as possible. But see, it's a cool story. And Rosa Parks was on the bus, and I'm not going to the back of the bus. I'm going to sit on the front of the bus. And this is an amazing, beautiful story, blah, 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 blah. But if the white hierarchy was so strong, well, simply why wouldn't the bus driver just grab Rosa Parks and throw her off the fucking bus? Well, because those things were changing. It's a long story. I would love to go into it. Maybe we'll get into it a little bit, and I'll do a show on it. But if you take a look at Rosa Parks, she just wasn't this innocent old woman who is going out and getting bread and wants to wring her stockings out so she can have a fresh pair of walking shoes. And that wasn't what she was doing. She was an activist. She had leanings into socialism, and this is all been relegated to the annals of history as she was perfect, similar to Martin Luther King, who was a sadomasochist. But we digress. Here is the video on Sonny Hostin, somebody else who is supposed to be a leader in free thought, who is a moron. There it is.
This country was embodied by a photograph that was taken in celebrating the 250th.
Yeah. There was a 4th of July march in D.C. by masked white nationalists who were also caught on camera riding the metro with a very concerned-looking woman. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum. See that picture? Look at that.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Doug Burgum was asked
Terrifying.
if he condemns the group's message on CNN. He's a Trumper. Watch.
I think that certainly is what they stand for is nothing that I could possibly agree with, but one of the foundational principles of the United States, which makes democracy messy, is free speech. And there are plenty of things that I see that I might personally find offensive, irreprehensible. But in America, free speech is allowed.
So for that, they're concerned about the First Amendment.
Correct.
But getting Jimmy Kimmel off the air, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Correct. And that's the thing.
So stupid.
And, I think, unfortunately, in this country, people have different lived experiences. So while some may have a lived experience like this is the best country in the world, and while there's some stuff that goes on, other things are okay. That, for me, was a defining image of modern America for Black Americans. Yes. Defining. That Patriot Front is a white nationalist organization founded in 2017 after the deadly Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. You know what they promote? An ultra-nationalist ideology that focuses on creating a white ethno-state in the United States with the ultimate goal of reshaping American society to align with their vision of racial and cultural homogeneity. As a Black woman,
God, Candace, brutalize that word.
and I'm sitting there in my country, and that's the type of fear I have to experience.
And by the way, show your face. I'm not one to call name, but these losers need to take off their mask, their little
Agreed.
khakis, show your face if you're going to be a bigot.
And with an American flag on that cap, you might as well have a hood on. You might as well have a hood on, because that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like.
But by the way,
Do you think the Democrats would let them borrow them?
in this moment, and you're going to hear me say it every time, I will call it out when it's the left and I will call it out when it's the right. Those same hateful marchers who are bigoted anti-Semites that we saw in D.C. this weekend, that is also how Jews feel when they hear people say globalize.
Listen, okay, I'm not going to defend the Patriot Front. In fact, I literally just break them down as a psyop. These guys are idiots. I don't believe in white national, black nationalism, brown nationalism. I just want our country to stop going ahead and breaking things down by the color of our skin and start working on the quality of our character. I mean, Martin Luther King was a lot of things, but he did get that one right. Here is my response to the. Did you watch this?
No, I didn't have a chance.
Oh, good. I'm glad, because I wanted to get your opinions on this.
Did not have a chance.
This one's doing very well, actually. It's crushing right now on the internet. Here's my thoughts on this. I don't support the Patriot Front. I think they're probably a bunch of feds and SPLC funded. I think they should take off their masks. I think they're idiots. I think they're complete idiots. But I also think Antifa are idiots. I think BLM are idiots. I think J6ers, no offense, the ones who went into the Capitol to do harm, are idiots. And that's it. Here's my view on this from The View. Here's my response video. 2 photos. Guess which one Democrats are up in arms over? This is Bernita Bolding. She's a woman with an indecent exposure arrest from 2024. She's now the new hero of the Democratic Party. She's sitting on a D.C. metro surrounded by rows of masked men in matching outfits. I wonder which Fed took the picture and asked her to look as sullen as possible. The media is in full meltdown, screaming white nationalists as if they are the greatest danger facing this country. Meanwhile, Irina Zarutska, you remember, the 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee who escaped real war, is sitting on a Charlotte light rail when a black man named DeCarlos Brown walks up behind her and stabs her repeatedly in the neck. She dies seconds later, there on the train. No masks, no matching uniforms, just pure savage random violence. Nobody helped. They just watched. The kind we see over and over on public transits while the same politicians and pundits lecture us about safety and tolerance. Bernita took the safest ride of her life that day. That's the truth, whether you like it or not. Those men were orderly and minding their own business. And if they're racist, they suck at it. She sat right there, completely untouched. Patriot Front isn't some grassroots patriot group. If they were out there causing real unrest, burning cities, committing violence, and vandalizing on the scale of $2 billion in damages during the summer of 2020, then fine, call them out. But until then, they're an SPLC amplified PSYOP, the same machine that protects Antifa, the group that doesn't exist, but racked up hundreds of years in prison for actual riots and violence, gives these guys endless soft coverage and zero real scrutiny. No one follows them home, no one masking, but ICE? They'll dox them instantly. This is deliberate theater. It's dangerous, it's disgusting, and it's just a distraction. The real threat isn't orderly men riding on the metro on Independence Day. The real threat is the failure, the denial, and the deliberate refusal to protect everyday Americans from the actual violence running wild in our cities. and our transit systems. They manufacture this outrage to keep you focused on ghosts, while real people bleed out in broad daylight. This photo doesn't show danger. It shows the desperation to keep racism alive in this country at any cost, even if it's the SPLC's annual budget that's under investigation for funding groups just like this one. And the lie is getting people killed. Time to reject it completely.
So people are asking what a psychological operation is. It's kind of my neck of the woods. A psyop, a true psyop, means that it's one that you don't know. And that is a true psychological operation. It's unbeknownst to the person who's consuming the information. But I truly believe groups like the SPLC, USAID, and others, like Soros and other funded, Bloomberg and Buffett and Gates and others, create imbalance and division inside the United States to create power grabs and to create flux. A psyop is something that is almost like paid opposition, or it's an editorial piece that's released that is designed to create a reaction or to create a movement or an anti-movement to whatever you're presenting. So, for instance, the Patriot Front goes out during the time when it's the Americans 250. It's high, morale's high. The Olympics are coming. You've got the U.S. soccer or World Soccer, FIFA World Cup, whatever. I don't give a shit. Stupid gay football. Football. Sentiments high. You had the UFC match. You had fireworks. Rocket Reds glared. The states that didn't show up looked very small and insignificant at the National Mall Fair and the World Fair. I mean, this is huge, and this momentum is building for Trump. So what do? You put a bunch of racists in a car with a black person, brings them back to Rosa Parks. It brings them back to segregation and brings them back to a different time. The funny thing is that most people have no idea anything about segregation unless they were from the South. The North and the Midwest and the West Coast and the East Coast had long abandoned slavery, and segregation was basically relegated to the 13 states. Most people didn't go through segregation. Most people have no idea what it's about. Most people have they understand what happened, but they didn't experience it firsthand. If you think you're going to go ahead and create some sort of palpable reaction for America, seeing a bunch of dipshits in hoods, they've seen the Patriot Front guys before. They've seen the Tiki Torches before, and what we found out, it was actually the Tiki Torch assholes were paid for and were plants. We know that. The SPLC is being indicted for that. We know groups like the Lincoln Project paid for Tiki Torch people to go in Glenn Youngkin's bus and position themselves in front of it and take photographs and leak those out. This is controlled opposition. These are psyops, and it happens constantly, and this screams of it. The staged photo, how the Patriot Front guys, how they were packed, jam in the aisles, but nobody was blocking her making direct eye contact with the camera. It's so fake. And it's so pathetic. And second, there's another video going around. I want to debunk this. People are talking about her twerking and shitting on the floor. It never happened. This lady had some issues with indecent exposure, for sure. And she has been, I mentioned that in the video, but you guys, you see this woman in green here? People are saying that this is her and she's taking a shit on the floor on the metro. Look at the color of the seats. Look at the black separating the seats. Look at the bars, how there's two bars on the right side, light blue. These are different metros. These are different trains. And this woman most assuredly did not take a shit on the floor. So for the people saying she was twerking and all of this, she was not. There is no doubt in my mind that this woman was on the bus. There's no doubt in my mind that someone took a very clear photograph of it. And there we are. So I don't care. I don't care. Sorry. Honestly, surprisingly enough, the South was happier in segregation. You can sit here and tell me that they aren't, but take a look at Black America and ask them the question, are you happier now today than you were in the 80s? Are you happier now today than you were in the 60s? Now go ahead and ask the inner cities those questions, where 70% of the African Americans in this country live, and they will tell you they're not happier. So there's a small portion of Black America that's happy, but not
a large portion of black America. And it's nothing to do with segregating white people and black people. It has to do with the destruction, eugenics, destroying the family values, taking the man out of the home, taking religion out of the black community, providing them nothing but vulgar and disgusting music and movies and ideologues that are not good examples for these young men. So instead of looking at people who they can admire, like Sidney Poitier or Maya Angelou or Morgan Freeman or anyone else, or Miles Davis or Gizzy Gillespie, whomever, they now look at Eazy-E and 2 Live Crew and Slick Rick and NWA and Lil Wayne,
No Bow Wow or whatever the heck his name is.
and those people are literally retarded. Every one of them retarded. So that's it.
Jay-Z should be on that list too.
This trial is going to be. Candace is going to. She's going to.
Like
she's going to melt down. Do you want to talk about donations? Because we're getting.
I was actually just going to post.
We're
the
getting
link.
rocks. We got 4 minutes. I forgot to put up the goal, so we're in deep cock of trouble. I'm gonna put 15 minutes up because we're getting hit. It's getting kind of hectic. Go
Trying
ahead.
to do math in my head. Hang on.
It's $263.01.
163.
Did I say 263?
Yeah.
163.01.
Just put. I always round it. Round it. All right, so I'm putting the.
Okay, so we need some help, folks.
Chat.
There it is. That's
Yes,
simple.
we need some help. Sorry.
You can donate. Go to thedumbshow.com and you can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. And help us out. Real simple. Listen, everyone gets $5 right now. We hit it. We're at 145 in general pop, 57 on Facebook, 25 on YouTube, 63 on Twitter, 38 over on Rumble. We could use some love. Help us out. I am going to create a new shirt, and it's going to say "Go Max Retard." So, and I'm going to rock it. I am so sick. Oh, who won the flag?
That was Kirsty Worthen.
Kirsty Worthen won the flag. No, I didn't. I didn't show my age. I said Slick Rick, Fab Five, 2 Live Crew, NWA, Eazy-E. Then I moved into Tupac. Then moved into Lil Wayne. So I brought in the rest of them. But I grew up on gangster rap. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I loved gangster rap. I still love gangster rap. I like Olivia can tell you, man. I love Fear of a Black Planet. It's one of my favorite albums. Public Enemy. Bass. How low can you go? A death row. What a brother knows. I love rap, but it's not good for a bunch of kids and who are taught that women are hoes and you pimp and slap the bitch and then you just go ahead and shoot the guy wearing a different color across the street when he's challenging your crack dealership. Yeah, that's not good. Here is. We should do some fun stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is Flight 250. This guy got into his Cessna or Piper Cub or whatever it was, and he flew this for American 250. 7-hour flight. Watch this. This is cool. This is his flight tracker software. I pulled this up on Flight Radar 24. It's actually a great app. You should do it. But he did these patterns, and just like this, plotted
Holy cow.
Plotted this out, and holy crow.
Holy crow.
He plotted
That
this,
is awesome. Good for him.
plotted this out and flew 7 hours and did this flight.
Did he have enough gas for that? My gosh.
Obviously not. Yeah, you don't see a giant period somewhere, you know? He
Yeah.
didn't crash, a blip. I don't know how many miles it was, but I didn't look too much into that, but I just thought that was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, and our country's going to hell because, people like this.
Isn't that neat?
Instead of taking that money he spent on gas and donating it to another country, he did this. What a selfish asshole he is.
Yeah, you know how many trees he killed because of his fossil footprint? I hope he donated to Al Gore. You know what I mean? I really do. I hope he donated to Al Gore.
How dare you?
Hey, has anyone seen James Cody? How's James doing? Dude, so listen, a lot of people are thinking that there's some sort of giant... Don Bradley donated $10. A little help get you there. Thank you, Don. We love you. Thank you, Don. A lot of people think that James, Cody, and I are at odds. Okay, first of all, James, Cody, and I already had our knockout, drag-out fight, and it happened on the phone one night.
Yeah.
And I called him, really, I was interested because he said something. I'm like, that kind of hurt my feelings. So I called him. I'm like, dude, what's up? I consider you a friend. What the hell? And, we went into it. We went back and forth. And this is one of those conversations where it's like, I love you, man. I love you too. Oh yeah? Well, I love you more. Well, I don't know if you do. You do? Well, fuck you. No, fuck you. And then, I love you, man. No, I love you too, man. Really? You love me? I love you. No, I said I loved you for fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, this is literally the whole. And we just went off for like 3 hours. And finally, I was just like, well, fuck you, James. I'm done. Like, dude, I can't deal with this shit. I'm done. And we worked it out. And we still appreciate it. Just, he's opinionated. I'm opinionated. We're two guys. So the other night on the show, Olivia, I was trying to make a point, and listen, I understand. Olivia doesn't get a lot of airtime, like hours upon hours on end, but she does chime in and makes her points and whatever. But there are times where, we want to participate together, and I interrupt her, and she knows that, and then she interrupts me, and she knows that. So it was like 4 times, and a second ago, she made her point.
Okay, I'm ready to talk now.
See, just like that. Happens all the time, and that's fine. We're married. We're totally cool. But then he's like, don't let her finish. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, bro. First of all, she's not going to sleep with you. Okay? It's not going to happen. She's not going to sleep with you. You don't need to defend her honor. She interrupted 4 times. I called her out on it. And then, so I said, James, go F yourself. This is why we got into an argument last time. Don't tell me how to talk to my wife, and don't tell her how to talk to me. And that's it. And so I said F you, he said F you to me, and he said LOL when he said it, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to ban him. And then I banned him. And he was unbanned for like 45 minutes later. He got banned for a show. A lot of people have been banned for part of the show. There's just times where I just don't want to deal with it. And I'm just like, shut up. And that's it. So he made a post on his thing and said, I consider myself being banned from the show to be an honor. No disrespect intended. It was funny when I read it. I thought it was hilarious. Paul Rivera comes on and goes, hey, Matt, friends, blah, blah, blah. Don't treat friends drunk or shit. I don't know what he said. Some stupid fucking thing. And I'm like, dude, this is totally cool. He's just pissed because I called his shit out. And then I said to him, as he spelled Benjamin completely retarded. So we said Benjamin. And then I said, I love you like Benjamin loves kites. Love, man. That's it. It's over. I like James Cody. I really do. James is a good dude, and he's got opinions, and we butt heads a little bit, but I still really love him. You guys, we don't do this anymore. We don't get into drama with people. Ever since the Mad Ginger left, we don't do that shit. I don't allow it. I like, there's people who are unhappy and they want to have a personal conversation with me. Fine. But if you want to call and just bitch and complain and like sabotage the show, you're just gone. You just poof. Same thing with Tina Savage. We just, bye. Go be happy. Go live your life vicariously by yourself. What?
Well, wait, there's no chance between Olivia and I. See y'all during the presidential election.
Yeah, there's no chance. Yeah. So no,
funny.
James Cody is cool, but James also, steps on his dick sometimes, and so I called him out on it. So what? He's a good guy. I got no problem with James Cody. If I had a problem with James Cody, I would tell you I have a problem with James Cody, and I don't. This one is really good. Oh shit. What is it? Paul Rivera donated $51.99. I can put a little on it. Come on, dummies. Thank you. $198.98. Thank you so much, Paul. Getting us closer. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. I do want to show you this video because this is really hilarious. This is Tucker and Candace. And this guy, I've shown him to you before. He's hilarious. He does a great Tucker.
Great Tucker.
And this one is not Tucker and Candace. This is Candace and Sean Ryan because he was recently on the Sean Ryan show. Candace was on the Sean Ryan show. Mr. Sauce donated $20. Would have been more, but now I have to get a nose ring to curry more favor. Okay. Joseph Hillstrom says, I didn't get butthurt when you called me out. It's okay. It's okay. Is Tina Savage the policewoman? Yes.
Yes, she was.
Tina is a good human being. I've got no problem. She at the end, she didn't like me very much, and I don't really care. And and that's it. She's a good human being. I've got no problem with her. Her husband doesn't like me very much, and that's got to be a tough situation to watch a show where your husband hates you and he's a Democrat and whatever. Maybe that's not true. I you know what? I'm not going to even talk because I don't even care. Like, it's so far gone. I shouldn't even have brought it up. But the point is, that's it. If you're looking for something wrong with a show and you find it, guess what? Congratulations. And if you're looking for something right with the show, congratulations. You're going to find it. JD wanted my chance with Matt, but we aren't going to get it. I'll do anything for money.
Just not feet pics.
James is very strong in his belief and a faithful patriot. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just, listen, James knows what he's doing. He's not stupid. He knows what he's doing. So there's times he comes in here and he tries to poke the bear. And then, usually I'm like, and I just ignore it. But he got his dick slapped. So what? Suck it up. He's fine. Olivia, I am teasing. I don't think she is. You have my blessing. Olivia Spare may have some issues, though. Wow, my PC keep opening a new window just on the show. I have no idea what is going on, but something is doing something funny with my PC. Well, we're trying to find your credit card. Go ahead, sauce. Curry for flavor instead. All right, let's watch this. This is great. This is hilarious. This will be a good few minutes spent because Olivia and I were pissing ourselves watching this. This is funny.
I just knew that at a certain point, we were being told lies. Yeah, we were being told lies. And I remember it was like the day after Charlie was killed. I was grieving. I was grieving. I was so sad. And I remember being told in the days after Charlie's death that Erica went to get groceries.
Yeah, Dale, I miss Tina too. There's a few people I miss. I miss Dana or Tina. I like it when Tuner comes back. I miss Lee Houston. I still don't know why he left. But whatever. It's fine. I still don't know. I know he watches the show from time to time, but I do miss Lee. I called him when he had cancer, and I don't even know if he's still alive. But I obviously miss him. Of course, I miss Chuck. I miss Santa a lot. I miss the good old days with the Mad Ginger. I do, and those were fun, but it got way too crazy, way too weird. You released my banking records. Yeah, you're fucking cooked. You're done.
Mama Judy.
Yeah, I miss Judy. That was stupid. That was so stupid. We're in the middle of a remodel for 30 days. I'm working my ass off 16 hours a day, and I'm 15 minutes late to a show. And I was just like, what the hell? Why are we, what things happen, folks. People just get sick of people, I get sick of me. I get it. But what's funny is that people think their shit doesn't stink. You can be annoying too, folks. Just letting you know. You have the ability. And I do too.
Super High Santa was fun.
Yes. I miss Santa.
When he would call in Super High. Yeah. He was funny.
Who else? I get shit from most of my immediate family for spending time here. Yeah, that sucks. You shouldn't. That sucks. James is probably out playing golf and eating lobster. Probably. I love the chat that people in here always make me smile. Me too. Friends with Lee. Haven't seen him post in a while. I haven't. I don't. Like, that's the weirdest shit in the world. Him and Amy were at each other's throats, wanting to kill each other, like fucking kill each other. And she was attacking him and throwing him under the bus and all this other shit. And then, that shit happened with me. And then Lee was mad at me. I'm like, why are you mad at me? What did I do? Or maybe he wasn't. I don't know. It's so stupid. Like, you guys expect too much. There's too much going on. There's too many people. There's too many personalities on this show. Can you imagine if we had 10,000 people watching tonight? I wouldn't be able to talk to any of y'all. I kind of like it that way, but it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes to try to understand what you expect, because a few sentences doesn't really necessarily create a lot of high level of communication. It needs to be more than that. So most of the time it's something stupid. It's that you're replying to something that I don't see, and I think you're talking to me. So I used to reply. Now I try to wait, and I stop, and Olivia will tell me, no, it's a reply. And it saves a lot of confusion on the show.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to get used to it. Santa, you know Santa. You knew Santa, Dawn. I went to the toilet today and couldn't stay in the room any longer. Right. I try my best to be annoying. You succeed. 100%, Mel. We need a quarterly woosah moment. We used to have it. Woosah. I don't think it's how you spell it. Fine, Matt, be that way. Last my I love you guys. What, Tommy? What did I do? See, there it goes.
Exactly.
That's exactly how it works. Fuck you, Matt. What did I do? Nothing. Yeah, screw you. I hate you. Why? What did I do? Yeah.
Because it's fun.
No, man, life is too short. I don't do that anymore. Like, I don't. Ask Olivia. When's the last time you see me go off and chat on a viewer? I don't. There's no reason for it. It's stupid. People have bad days. People have lives. My job is to try to help people. I talked to somebody before the show. I talked to someone during the show. I'll talk to somebody after the show. It happens every single night. Olivia will tell you we're on the phone with people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Our most recent is Frank, and I don't know where he's at. His phone's been disconnected, or he doesn't answer his phone anymore. Yep, all true, Matt. I don't care what you say. You have proven to me you do the homework, and that's why I get hooked. Great. That's all that matters. But see, what's interesting, fuck you, Matt. So it's what's interesting. It's like, how many times are you going to listen and say, God, Matt's right. And then argue with me about something stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes occasionally, but usually when I open thy mouth, I'm right. But then people want to start questioning my military service, and they want to start questioning my retail service. They want to question how I spend money. You know what? If you go looking for garbage and you make shit up, you're going to find it. But 9 times out of 10 things I hear about myself, people have no clue. They have no clue. And I'm an open book. You know, you want to challenge me, you want to come at me, but do it live. Make it at least fun so the show gets better ratings. Texted words always seem to convey what was not our intent. That's true, especially when you can't spell Benjamin. Matt, I love the fact that you found the faith. I don't know if I found the faith. I just didn't lose it. You know what I mean? I'm still looking. I haven't given up, I guess, is where I'm at. Okay, let's finish this with Tucker. This is really funny, and this is funnier than what we're talking about. Folks, we need $81.
Are you serious? I just went to get groceries, like, right away. Holy shit. I can't think about food when I'm grieving. Something doesn't add up. Like, why would you be hungry? Why would you do that?
I would think after your husband gets murdered, you wouldn't have much of an appetite at all. Holy shit.
Such good Sean Ryan.
And then what? That was just the beginning of it. And of course, I didn't say anything. I just went on vacation to Wyoming. Because it was hard. I was so sad, filled with grief. And one of the things I remember that Erica said that just stuck with me was that she kept talking about and discussing how she wanted to have Charlie's babies. Like, she wanted to have another one of Charlie's babies, even after he had passed away. And to me, having one of his babies, that just sounded like trafficking.
She said that?
It sounded like trafficking to me. And I just said, why would you say it like that? Why would you say that you wanted to have someone's baby? You wouldn't want to have somebody's baby unless you wanted to possess the child.
Holy shit.
It felt like trafficking to me. So that was the first red flag. And I said, something doesn't feel right.
This is literally, like, I can't tell you how, like, when I go into Candace's chat and I screw with these people, they are just the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. They are completely cult. Like, they worship at the shitter of Candace Owens' throne. And they are completely cures. There's just a group of day drinking, dried up womb older women who have no love for their husbands and children anymore, and they have dedicated their entire lives to Candace. That is all that's there. I'll try to find this thread so you can see it, but he crushes Sean Ryan's impersonation.
Doesn't feel right.
Holy shit.
And then the other thing that happened was, as I was watching the tape, I was watching the surveillance footage, they're saying Charlie got shot in the neck. And I'm like, why is no one doing the Heimlich maneuver? I mean, if there's something in your throat, if you think something's in your throat, you're obviously choking. Why is someone not doing the Heimlich maneuver? Why is someone not holding him and trying to get the bullet out?
I mean, he got shot in the neck, so.
And you would think afterwards, in the moment after he got shot, if he in fact got shot, if there was in fact a bullet that was in his throat, that he was obviously choking, and you would obviously try and do the Heimlich maneuver. I mean, I'm not saying it's not the same as choking. They didn't do that. And so it was very suspicious.
You're making a point.
Unless, of course, there was no bullet. Unless, of course, there was nothing in his neck.
I don't even know what to make of it anymore.
And, of course, if you look and dig deeper into the Heimlich maneuver, you find out that it was invented by a man named Henry Judah Heimlich. He's a Jewish person.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Henry Judah Heimlich, you can look it up. He was a Jewish man who invented this maneuver, this technique that they chose not to employ on someone who was clearly choking on a bullet.
Holy shit.
And then, of course, fast forward a few days later at Charlie's funeral.
You mean the funeral?
Yeah, his funeral. Apparently Erica peeled away.
But you weren't there at the funeral.
Right.
Or Charlie's wedding or any of the funerals. Why not?
Because all of the events that they had, the Turning Point events and the wedding and the funeral, it took place in the afternoon. So they scheduled it intentionally during George's nap.
Are you serious?
Dead serious, yeah.
They scheduled the funeral during George's nap time?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Scheduled during George's nap time. So obviously I couldn't go.
You weren't invited to the wedding or any of the memorial services. And a funeral is a memorial service. Why wouldn't you go to that?
Well, it doesn't actually mean memorial service at all.
It's not?
No, it means cattle.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh.
Isn't that what they call us? Like, goy, they say means nation, but it actually means cattle or something?
It's both, actually.
Right.
They claim it means nation, but if you scramble the letters in the word nation and you add an S to it, what do you get?
What do you get?
Angus. Angus beef. Why do you think Jews don't eat pork? They only eat cattle. That's their main source of protein. That's their main source of beef. So when they say goy, and that also means cattle, in addition to funeral meaning cattle, goy means cattle. And when they say that, when they say cattle, they're implying that they're eating us.
Wow. Holy shit.
Ben Shapiro, I remember so many times at the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro kept asking, like, what are you doing for lunch? And I'm like, what do you mean by that? What are you trying to say? Ben Shapiro was trying to eat me.
This is literally blowing my mind right now. Like, my mind doesn't work right now. Look, the way I see it, I just think anyone who's exploiting somebody's death, someone's murder, someone who's brutally assassinated like that in public, like anyone who's exploiting that for clicks, or to grow their audience, for clout.
Yeah.
I just want to see people like that get absolutely destroyed. You know?
Totally, absolutely, totally.
You know, just eviscerated. Anyone who's exploiting somebody's death like that and making shit up all the time and exploiting their death, their brutal murder just for clicks and audience and to grow their audience, you know? Like those people who do that. Holy shit.
You guys, people are thinking that he's being real. It's Candace Owens and Sean Ryan. He's pretending to be Candace Owens and Sean Ryan at the same time. If you didn't watch the Candace Owens and Sean Ryan interview, this is exactly what it sounded like. Verbatim. It was that stupid. So that's what he's doing. You guys, he's joking around. He's hilarious. This is the guy that does the Tucker Carlson impersonations.
The great laugh by Tucker.
Yeah, he's fantastic. If you listen to him, he sounds just like Sean Ryan. Holy shit. I mean, that's all Sean Ryan says every day. Holy shit. It's all he does. So that's what that's about. Okay, let's get to this. I got to give it up to Tommy Cawthon. He went and made some funnies here. Let's see. I'm going to pump up, close it. Folks, Mom, tell him.
Whoa, you just took off the...
Just tell him.
Was it 218, 219?
Yeah.
You can donate at thedumbshow.com/donate. We are, I think, $82 from our goal tonight.
Yeah.
And your donations help keep us running and keep us free because we never want to be behind a paywall. We want people to be able to come in on their own free will. And we will never lie to you.
Yes.
Like, never. We will never Candace you.
We'll never Candace you.
No, we will not.
So, speaking of Candace, here is the post. It says, "What can you expect aside from Erica's tears?" God, she's such a bitch. I mean, seriously, just like such a bitch. Her payrolled influencers trying to convince you that unvetted evidence is overwhelming and undeniable. She obviously puts up a picture of Charlie. My post was, the Scamdace crash out will be televised. So they didn't like that. They got very upset because, remember, it's not just her paid protesters. I guess it's Charlie's too that are important, and Erica's. It says, bless your heart. Does that pregnant mother of 4 get in your feelings? Whoa, 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 feelings. You people are weak. And I said, 4-name nutter. And then Mind Evis says, was that an attempt to be clever? And I said, triggered you good and proper. So yes. She goes, do you even know what triggered is? Having someone laugh at you doesn't mean they're triggered. And I says, yes, it looks like this. I guess you could call it ratioed as well. So I just took a picture of exactly what she posted, showing that she was triggered and that I'm ratioing the shit out of her on a non-neutral page that hates my guts. And I'm cooking them. And it says, lots of laughs. Look at you, all excited about your 46 likes. My reply was 75 likes with a bunch of day drinking Karens. I'll take the W. Then this Mind Evis comes back and goes, asking a question. Wow, I guess if you're desperate for a win that your life never offered you, you could call it that. Do your parents know you're on the internet, or are they in therapy coping with their embarrassment for having you? Don't answer that. We all know. Have that day you deserve, lady. And I said, they are both dead. You sure are a moody little thing. And then I put, like I said, triggering, intensifying. Then John Sears comes in. I don't know who this person is. He starts backing me up. He goes, oh, but prompting a reply and then a second is moron. And then he goes, I'm starting to figure out why you only have 59 friends and no pics, she says. Fuck out of here. You're either a bot or a loser no one wants to associate with, so sit down and shut up. She goes, I totally understand how you came up with a name for your show. You may think being intolerable is edgy, but you're a dime a dozen on the internet. Always I have wasted enough time online with twats. Guess you'll have to find someone else who you think you've triggered. I'm already bored and moving on. I'll leave you to your faux, edgy, and sexless life, much like pickless, dickless John Sears, your only supporter, notifications off. And then John goes, oh, someone is envious. That makes you just like Candace. She wanted Charlie for herself. And then I put, period has no gender. And I go, stay triggered, my doll. Sounds like you have a crush. I'm taken. And then John says, yep, triggered because you literally always smell like crap. And it isn't because you are a plumber. Cry harder. And then John goes, said by a guy whose screen name isn't a real name, and I have freedom of speech no matter how many friends I choose to have on Facebook. But even though she's the one who's claiming that people without friends have no opinions. Mm-hmm. I think I'll stay. If you don't like it, you can block me, emotionally stunted intellectual midget. Imagine thinking Candace's kangaroo court is compelling. And then, it's the truth. Candace has lost her frigging mind, and all you say yes men that believe everything she vomits out of her mouth are just as fucking crazy. A couple
people actually.
Carrie says, I think you're the scam. And I say, derp. And she goes, oh, ouch, you got me there. Then Joe Gallagher goes, bummer. My assumptions were wrong about you. I assumed you were awake and had some cognitive skills and common sense. I was wrong. Now I'm just going to laugh at you and put you in the classification of a fucking moron that believes this ridiculous government narrative. Good luck. And I said, why? Because Candace is batshit? Cool story, Josephine. He goes, welp, she isn't wrong. You turned out to be a typical NPC, zero critical thinking abilities, just following what you are told. Shame, good luck. And I said, when will she get her subpoena to testify? I'll wait for your answer, doofus. Because if she's got all the answers, why aren't they? Anyway. Then Monica says, I know I'm a douche, but I've got no friend show. And I said, you're so mad and lonely. Then she goes, just unfriended you for that dumbass comment. I said, and then John goes, this isn't an airport, you narcissist. You don't have to announce your departure. No one cares but you. And I
That's
said,
my line.
And then I said, no, you didn't, doofus. I wouldn't be able to reply if you had. Side note, we were never friends. And it says, I'm leaving the Don't Unfriend Me show, but first I will post about leaving Don't Unfriend Me. Then you will stay to see what people say about me leaving. Then Cindy Young comes, I was wondering how you guys and gals were doing. I was also wondering if you all have seen all the overwhelming expert testimonials concerning 9/11, overwhelming, indisputable expert testimonials. I wonder if you're all still believing the misinformation about 9/11. Are you still spreading the misinformation? I can think for myself, weather, as in stormy weather versus weather, oh my God. You like it or not, Matt, I said what I said and I'm still your friend. And I said, who are you? Then Thomas comes in with a wrecking ball and says, Matt, you have some really fucked up fans in these comments. I say fans because they can't seem to get enough of you destroying them. I've been doing this. My kung fu's too strong. You can't compete.
That's funny.
You can't compete. Listen, you're going to have to, if you want to get me in a way that's going to hurt me. You can't get me this way. You just can't do it. Christy Worthen donated $5. Thanks for the flag. I'm so excited. So am I.
Yes.
Well, I guess we got to go. I guess we got to miss it. Because, it's, are we done?
9:30. Yeah.
It's 9:30. We got to go. We got a busy night. I got to get up early and got to work out. And
I got to get up early because I got to take Ethan to summer school before I go to work.
Folks, we are on a 2-minute countdown. That's it. We're done. We got to go. We appreciate you keeping us. But the thing is that you're not going to win. You're not going to win on social media against me. You're not going to. It's just not going to happen. If you want to have a conversation, you can have a conversation by calling into the show and just discussing it. You can be right about something. But if you're going to tell me that there's overwhelming testimonial about 9/11, then can you just explain to me one question? Then how come there's not a major podcaster on the planet who buys into that shit? Okay, that's it. That we had that one fan last night that told me about this guy who believes in the exploding lapel mic for Charlie, and I'm just like,
people are just
why
so
no, don't insult her.
No, I'm not. They're just they're so entrenched, and they don't think for themselves. They're told something, and they're like, really. Can I have some more?
It just doesn't.
Some more, please.
Why? How can you? Okay, you don't believe that some guy got his grandfather's gun who automatically admitted that he did it. It was his grandfather's gun. His parents turned him in. He wrote messages of what he was going to do. He essentially wrote a manifesto with what he was going to do. Nitrate testing shows that he was there. His fingerprints and DNA were on the weapons and on the casing. He's seen on video multiple times. Every bit of evidence is 100% that he did it. And instead of you buying that, you want to believe some grandiose theory about a trap door and exploding lapel mic and a bee cult and Britney Spears and Egyptian airplanes because some dumb, stupid, batshit crazy Candace Owens told you, who literally hates Trump supporters. She hates every one of you. And she's always hated you. She absolutely hated Donald Trump in 2015. She wanted to work for CNN and MSNBC. She was a lifelong Democrat. She ran a doxing group to go after Trump supporters. The only thing that made Candace Owens interesting is that the left hated her. And she said mean shit to black people as a black person. And people were like, wow, that's really cool. That's edgy. And then it wore off. And then everyone she worked with disassociated themselves from her. Charlie Kirk disassociated himself. Ben Shapiro disassociated himself. Every single person, Turning Point USA, disassociated themselves and completely abandoned her. Abandon her. So, why are you following her? I've been telling you, I told you even before the Jews. JD Stillwell donated $5. It's this easy. It is easy. Thank you, JD. You're amazing. Dude, before October 7th, I told you Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson were completely batshit. I told you Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert would turn on Trump. They did. I told you Thomas Massie and Rand Paul would also turn on them. They did. I told you Carrie Lake was Trump was going to completely disassociate himself from Carrie Lake. What?
Nutter.
Hey.
Marie.
Hi, Marie.
Hi.
Donated $75. Made a cheese. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you.
Congrats on your win, Marie.
Yeah, congrats. Black chicks just want to be loved by white boys. Steven donated $20. Winner tonight. Good stuff. Anyway, it just doesn't make any sense. So am I saying that every single thing that Tucker Carlson says right now is suspect? Yes. Right now. A year from now, he might be clear. The Jew thing might stop, and he might stop sucking, the bricks of Russians and Muslims. Candace Owens is always going to be crazy. She's not a Republican. She's not a conservative. She's an idiot. She's an idiot.
She's got her own little party going on.
She's a moron.
Her 2 brain cells keep arguing.
She is freaking stupid. You don't think she's stupid? Okay, you know what? Last video, then we're done.
She's stupid.
I certainly didn't suspect Turning Point USA would be, as I believe, involved in a cover-up. It doesn't necessarily mean they were involved in plotting to kill him. And I've never said that. Cam Higbee is on the payroll of Turning Point USA, the very organization that just had its leader assassinated in broad daylight in front of the entire world. What about his burial? How come we haven't seen anything about his burial?
You repeatedly questioned why we weren't being told where Charlie Kirk is buried. Did you get those answers?
You have the wrong commentator who questioned that.
You've never asked where Charlie's buried?
Nope. What about his burial? How come we haven't seen anything about his burial?
She has said Charlie's murder, quote, had to be approved by Charlie's friends, and then suggested those friends might have her murdered too for, quote, knowing.
I never said that. The decision was made to murder Charlie Kirk, a decision that very clearly had to be approved by Charlie's friends. Is this going to be the pathway forward? Are you going to start murdering more people in broad daylight for knowing? I never said that. I was totally in a cloud of grief. Okay, you remember I had to go away to Wyoming just to breathe. Like, what am I doing wrong here that I have to go away and cry for a long time, and everyone else just kind of seemed giddy? That's the only way I can describe it, like giddy. That emotion shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't be possible, actually. I was in this
My dad said that being a liar was the hardest job in the world because you have to remember every single thing you say. Do you know how nice it is never to lie to people? Olivia will tell you there's a lot of things I am. I'm grumpy. I'm self-centered sometimes. I'm too aggressive. I'm opinionated. I'm short-tempered. But one she'll tell you is I'm not a liar. That's the one thing I don't do. And I don't have to remember everything I've said because I don't lie. But it just so happens to be that I have a very supernatural power of remembering everything I've said. And remember what you said too.
Really sucks in a fight.
It does suck in a fight, folks. So it's amazing when you can do that.
Stage, and I really didn't poke my head up until weeks later when I could stop crying about it every second. Charlie Kirk, my friend, is dead. First, this is fantastic that Preborn is doing this. I just want to remind you guys about Pure Talk. Also reminding you guys about American Financing. Also reminding you guys about GNO Land. Also telling you guys about Just Thrive. You can head over to our website, CandaceOwens.com. You can sign up, buy yourself a hat. I still haven't spoken to the press about Charlie Kirk, actually. I haven't even given one interview about Charlie Kirk because it felt icky to me. I think that in the coming weeks, there's going to be a lot of financial reports that are coming out. And I, first and foremost, do not believe that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I want to be very clear on that. There's old footage of Tyler Robinson that is now circulating.
And as I get into the intersection, there was a vehicle in the lane.
Tyler certainly refers to it as his car, not
vehicle.
his vehicle.
Vehicle in the lane.
Vehicle.
He wrote me a letter on May 2nd this year.
First and foremost, that letter he is holding up, he is severely misrepresenting. Your sentences are real. I'm saying you're severely misrepresenting the contents, and you're doubling down on your lie. I told you to publish the full letter that Charlie wrote you, not lines of it. Okay? It's a lie by omission.
New York Post got a hold of that letter. They've now published it. Charlie Kirk expressing his love for Israel. No attacks on Israel, just advice.
We're just going to keep doing this, folks. Why? Because I've been telling you that this woman is completely batshit crazy for 3.5 years. Darby Carlton donated $20. Thank you, Darby.
Thank you.
Before anyone else, I told you, you guys came to me and said, Matt.
Do you guys remember when you guys said you wanted her as vice president?
And I told you, are you fucking kidding me? She is dumber than a bag of rocks. And I was like, absolutely not. I said, she is not a Republican. She is not conservative. She is absolutely a Democrat. She's always been a Democrat, and she will turn on Trump the first chance she gets. Well, here it is. This woman is a pathological liar, manic depressive, bipolar nutter. The last thing she needs is another kid.
On how to fight lies and reach them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this right now. Her child she's pregnant with, boy or girl, it's going to be named Charlie. Just watch Watch, she's going to name the baby Charlie.
I will take you a step further. I bet that she has a kid that becomes transgender. One of those children will become transgender, and she will start speaking out in favor of transgenderism. Mark my words. Candace Owens is a lefty. She's always been a lefty. She just is an opportunist more than she's a leftist. Watch. Just watch. She'll do something crazy. But she's going to have to get attention. When Charlie's done, she's going to have to do something crazy. Honestly, that's where I keep coming up with the attempted suicide thing. She's going to do something for attention. Something for it. She'll have to, because she's
going to lose everyone, because everyone's going to be like, wait a second.
She's going to be so embarrassed. No, they won't believe it. They'll just keep moving the goalposts, just like Q. They'll stick around with her. But the point is that she is going to spin out, because her power, her influence will not be as strong. And what they give, they will take away. They will take it away from her. But dude, there's just too many lies now. People are finally catching on. But you know what? I'm just letting you know, we did it a long time ago. We did it when it wasn't cool, folks.
I wonder if she's the demon that attacked Tucker.
That's some jungle love.
Next generation. November 25th, I obviously tweeted, Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. I report to the FBI. Of course, I reported it to the FBI. I did not at all hear back from the FBI. And I will say, I didn't go through an official channel and send an email, and I should do that. But I did send a text message to somebody very high up.
If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix.
So I accept it with whistles and bells, everything. I fully accept. You can pick the place, you can pick the time, but no, they need to have it in person.
Except George. Can't, because George's
Georgie's
nappy time.
Georgie
It's Georgie's Baba time. I got to breastfeed George. I got to breastfeed him. He likes that black nipple milk, chocolate milk.
Georgie.
He likes it. I keep him up for him.
In Phoenix on December 15th, or they cannot have me at all. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outside of my husband and Erica Kirk, has the power to shut me up. There's nobody that has the capacity to get me to shut up.
This is one of her big ones. Remember, Erica told her to shut up, and she's like, "Oh no, that ship sailed." That was nasty, Matt. I don't know what was nasty. What did I do? I don't remember. It wasn't the chocolate milk thing, was it?
About this, except for Erica Kirk and my husband. I'm not going to stop unless Erica Kirk asks me to stop. If Erica Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet.
Stop. To stop.
I just do not accept any of that. Obviously, for this to have been pulled off, there had to have been multiple people involved. There had to have been people at Turning Point that were complicit in having this happen.
You said that people at Turning Point were complicit in his murder.
No, my exact sentence that I said was that there were people at Turning Point who are engaged in a cover-up.
No, you didn't.
I believe
Sorry,
that
you didn't.
thoroughly.
Candace, you didn't say that.
There had to have been people at Turning Point that were complicit in having this happen.
You said there were people at Turning Point complicit in his murder.
Okay.
That's what you said.
I'm certain he is going to probably be doing a lot of interviews in the near future. I just cannot see how this would lead to anything other than a full confession from the government about the military's involvement in his assassination. Like I said, I'm going to put together.
Somebody asked me a question. Do I hate Candace Owens? No. I don't have time to hate Candace Owens because she just does it herself. Like, I don't need to say anything. That's what's great about this, is that everyone's like, I'll debate her. Why? Well, just play her clips. You don't need to debate her. All you're doing is setting yourself up for her to tear you down. That's all she does. She tries to destroy people around her. She tries to destroy. Why do you think she's going after Erica and TPUSA? Because they did not give it to her. They ostracized her. They excommunicated her from her. He called her a demon. She wasn't even invited to his wedding. She wasn't invited to the funeral. She wasn't invited to the memorial. She wasn't invited to his burial.
Burial. Get it right.
That's why I just said it. I just said burial. He wasn't invited to her burial. Her burial. So she's been completely excommunicated. She is a Catholic. Holy shit. She's been excommunicated. And she is going to burn it down. She wants to burn down the Daily Wire. She wants to burn down Laura Loomer because he challenges her. Anyone who challenges, God, I wish she would set her sights on us. I wish.
I would love.
I would love it. I'm going to take out this shitty little podcast. Please, thank God, I would love it. I think we could at least pick up 30,000 followers a night. Hate me, Candace. Please smite the mighty smiter.
fundraiser for you. And I do believe you are a missing piece of this. I don't know what comes next, but I just want you to know that like you have an ally in me, and I hope you see that I am a fighter. And when I see good people and bad things happen to them, I will fight.
We didn't know what it was going to lead to. And I was like, I mean, I couldn't have been more deferential in saying that this could literally lead to nothing. You know, like, hey, this guy said this, whatever. And then all of a sudden you guys every day are obsessing over it. You won't let it go. I had him on the show. That was it.
Another donor who was at the Aspen event actually says that they do remember Charlie mentioning Erica if, you know, situation, something happened, that Erica would know what to do. Couple who said that they did remember it. I cannot stress this enough. The donors who were in attendance in Aspen are telling me that Charlie never said this. We don't know where it's going to end, but we are going to keep asking questions until we get clear answers.
Candace, it may be that the person in the media spewing bullshit to the public is you.
At least Pierce stood up to her.
It's so easy. It's like, you guys, I don't have anything to say. Like, I just show her clips. She absolutely owns herself. The woman could not lie herself out of a wet paper bag.
She can't remember it. 12 minutes later, couldn't remember what she said.
She's an idiot. She's just, I'm sorry, folks. She's sub-Saharan stupid. I can't say it any better than that. She's just got that sub-Saharan freaking retard. That's all. She's got that gene that just makes her dirk. That's it. I'd love to see her SAT scores. I'd love to see her ACT scores. She's an idiot. It's not selective amnesia. She's dumb. She's just dumb. That's it. There's nothing else to say. She's just, like Jake Shields. Jake Shields like, oh, he hates Jews. No, he's just dumb. He's just stupid. He's been hit too many times in the head.
Trying to figure out where she's going to go with the conspiracy theory she's going to go as the trial goes along. I'm going with
Judge is a Jew.
Judge is a Jew.
Judge is a Jew.
That was paid off by Bibi.
Paid off by Bibi.
And he flies to the courthouse every day in an Egyptian plane.
And his son is dating Erica's niece.
Something along the lines.
Yeah.
Something along the lines. I bet. I guarantee it.
Interview Candace. Candace would never interview with me. Why do you think Candace would ever interview me? Because here's the thing. Candace will never interview with somebody who's likable. She won't do it. Why do you think she went with Nick Fuentes? Because he's not as likable. He's not an affable guy. Dave Smith, the Hodge twins, they rub people the wrong way. She doesn't understand how to be intellectual. Look at Sean Ryan. Holy shit. That's all he said. Holy shit. No way. Are you kidding me right now?
Are you serious?
Are you serious right now?
He sounds real smart.
Sean Ryan is not a rocket scientist. He's a nice guy. I got no problem with Sean. I thought what he did was chicken shit. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think he should have drilled Candace. I thought it would have done wonders for his career. But she's just stupid. She's just sub-Saharan stupid. That's all. Listen, man. There's backwoods Louisiana redneck stupid.
7 faces of Candace.
Right. Yeah, so there's just stupid people. There's Gypsy stupid. There's Cossack stupid. She's sub-Saharan stupid. When her ancestors came over here, they didn't get any more intelligent than what they already are, and she's not risen the bar. She's just stupid. She's dumb. That's it. Dumb. And she doesn't know how to lie. Dude, that woman mispronounces more words than I have ever heard a human being mispronounce in my life who is in that position. Like, that shit would have gotten you fired from CBS, ABC, NBC. Can you imagine Walter Cronkite? And they'll find out where Mr. Kennedy will be buried. Buried. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. She's just an idiot. That's all. So she would never talk to me. She would never talk to me because you know what I would do?
We're too of a low-life podcast for her to pay
No,
attention
it's not
to.
that. It's that I would not allow her to get away with it. But see, I'd be really nice. I'd be like, Candace, my gosh. I mean, look at you. Look at your #1 podcast. You're making a shit ton of money. You got a husband. You got all the power. This is huge for you. What's next? And what are you going to do when they find Tyler Robinson guilty? I'll tell you what she's going to do. I'll tell you right now, she's going to make it all up. She's going to make it up. She's going to lie. She's going to deny. She's going to tell you and all those people who
I told you the entire time that Tyler Robinson was guilty.
No. She won't do that. No, she won't. No. She'll never agree with the verdict. You know what she said? The show trial started today. The show trial. That's it. She's going to say, no, he's not guilty. I don't believe it. I'm rubber and you're glue. It bounces off me. It sticks to you. No. I'm not going to. She won't listen to it. But she will just lie. Well, this obviously, Utah is run by Jews, no longer Mormons. The Jews got a hold of Utah, folks. Utah has fallen. The Mormon Tabernacle is going to become a synagogue. That's what she'll do. She'll just. Netanyahu obviously got to Utah. They threatened the Utah Grizzlies. They told them that do it or else. She'll just lie, and people will be like, Candace, we're so close. We're so close. Go Max, Candace. Go Max. Go full retard. All right, I gotta go. Yes. Say goodbye. You gotta do that. You gotta do that.
Oh, yes. We didn't do that at the beginning of the show. Sorry.
Nope.
Tim Brown will be here on Wednesday. Garrett Sedano.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Did we get his book? Because I got to read it.
I don't know if we ever got his
You need
book.
to find out. Barry.
Oh, Barry.
Utah got the call. Oh, it's so good. Utah got the call. Utah, give me 2.
All right, Gareth Sedano from the Grassroots Army podcast, the 14th, Lisa Regina in 2 weeks, the Barry Morgenstein
oh, it's going to be good to have Barry
the 24th,
back in the house.
And then John David Gregory on the 28th.
It'll be fun. Folks, we're going to be back tomorrow. It'll be Leroy and I at 7 o'clock. God bless. Take care of each other. A little bit of a late night, but that's okay. You are worth it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Who are we going to?
What did Tammy say? Tammy. She said it earlier, but I think it's way too far up.
Rating Jim Tells You.
Yes.
Well, that's one we haven't been to, so we're going to have to go to Jim Tells You.
Right.
All right.
All right, send us over.
Send us over. We're going to kill it, and we're going to go over to Jim Tells You. Great show tonight. Great fun. Thank you all.
Night,
New
y'all.
movie you need
See
to
you
make,
on Wednesday.
Matt. Yeah. Utah has fallen. All right. Are we going to go over there real quick?
You know what? We could write a bestseller book.
Are we
about
going
all
over
this,
there?
Yeah. About all the stupid things that Candace has said. We could make a bestseller, I think.
We just expose her. You know, but she's going to expose herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no reason. She's going to expose herself. I mean, that's the truth. Jim Tells You. Oh, Jim's got a lot of people following him. We'll like that thing. Put some
people,
on
whether
it.
or not you feel that the policies with respect to criminalizing homelessness are working.
Oops.
I'm Washington State Representative Sean Scott, and I represent the 43rd Legislative District in the Washington State House of Representatives. If you're somebody who's paid attention to Seattle and the work that has been done over the years to try to house some of our houseless neighbors, I think what you understand very clearly is that criminalizing houselessness is a recipe for continued ineffectiveness on this issue.
Fucking retards.
Thank you. Welcome to the Jim Somniacs.
Jail your way out of this either. True. But
You're right
arrest just means stop.
What's
It
wrong?
just means stop the cycle. Give them just a chance to think about tomorrow.
Yeah, just a chance to think about tomorrow.
All right,
I'm worried
guys.
about
We'll
the
see you guys
dogs.
tomorrow. Thanks,
What are they doing
Jim.
to them dogs?
Appreciate everybody. Jim Tells You. God bless. We'll see you guys mañana.
Y'all.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics,
Compassion without
analysis,
accountability
and election coverage
is not
Coming to
loving
you
or
live on
empowering.
all major social
We are
media channels
prolonging
at
human
The Dumb
suffering,
Show.
and there's nothing compassionate about trapping a person in their cycle of addiction.
Honest,
We need to have a
direct,
compassionate response.
unfiltered.
So I believe that
can
we are
agree.
successful to the
We can
extent that we go in that
disagree.
direction.
Just don't
You know,
unfriend me.
And I'm not